Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Travis with Travis Talks. I might be renaming my channel um, or creating some sort of I guess, its own identity because it's going to be Warhammer related. So, Warhammer related content, maybe I can create my own persona or some sort of an aesthetic. I haven't really decided yet where I want to take it, but I have an idea of where I want to take it. So, I was thinking about calling myself the heretical hobbyist. So I think that would be really cool. That'd be a cool name for me to go under. Of course, I could use my real name, and y'all are probably gonna figure out who I am eventually anyway. But I just like to separate myself uh, from personal online me for now, right? So eventually everyone's going to figure out who everybody is. It's impossible and you're going to get doxxed or someone's going to leak it, whatever. But for now, I'm just a dude and I'm just, hanging out tonight. Went to the gym earlier and I have a little bit of energy in me. So I felt I would go live, see where it goes tonight. You never know. Um, I'm sure the usual people will pop up, and if they do, that'd be cool. If not, hey, it's Saturday night. Like, I get it. If you're doing something else, good for you. But if you're just hanging out at home, you don't feel like going out, you got nothing else to do, like me. I'm still new to this area. I don't have any friends really here at all that I could hang out with. So, for the meantime, I'm just kind of stuck inside and it's cold as shit out. So it's like, what's there to really do? Like go to bars. That's about it. It's about all that's going on right now. So I already worked out, so I got that done. There were a couple things going on around town, but I didn't feel like doing it. So, hi Ellie. Oh my gosh, hi, my favorite subscriber. Hello, hello. Oh man. All right. So I finished up my minigun. Looks really good. Now it's time to assemble. So once I'm done painting, what I do is I'm going to glue this finally onto the respective guy, and then he's going to be holding it, right? And then I have his arm done as well, so I got this done last time. So, oh, hello, everybody. Welcome, 14 of you. The Armed Gentleman. What a cool name. That is a cool username. Welcome to the channel. My day is great. Ellie says I'm eating Sour Patch Kids and drinking Arizona tea. Hell yeah. Day's good, man. Um, Not super productive, but woke up kind of late because I stay up late. I got insomnia. So Emma loves you too. 3. Hey, happy holidays. That's right. Happy holidays, everybody. 19 of you in here. Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining. Oh my gosh. So today was good. Didn't do a whole lot. I did work out, so I went to the gym. That was good. At least I did something today, like a full body workout. Nothing crazy. I don't do powerlifting or anything like that. Nothing much going on outside, so it's snowing here and cold. So, um, yeah, yeah. What about yourself, Arm Gentleman? What did you do? What did everybody do? Let me know what you did today. Anything exciting this weekend? Sean White says, I love your vids. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I need the support. Thank you. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Shell Bell 10 says, I subbed. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I need that. I'm trying to get to 500. That's the goal. So I'm not asking you guys for money. I'm just asking for subscriptions and all that, man. So that's so cool. Oh my gosh, great to meet everybody. So I do Warhammer 40K. That's what I do. Thank you for the sub, Arm Gentleman. What a cool name. How did you get that? That's a hard. I feel like that'd be a hard username to get. So yeah. Hey, Sean White. Awesome. Ellie said I slept so good last night. So did I. Yeah, I slept pretty darn good. I slept in until like 2 p.m. today, and I was like, oops, way too much. So, yep. Oh my gosh. So I do Warhammer 40K. It's one of my hobbies that I do, and this is just a late night thing. So a late night painting. Um, if you don't know what it is, it's a game. It's a tabletop game. There's a whole world about it. It's like Harry Potter. It's like Star Wars. It's like every other franchise, right? This one's a little bit older. than some, and it's got a lot of mystique behind it, and I love that. So it's the grim darkness of the far future. Arm Gentleman says I do not know. Yeah, it's a tabletop game, so it's strategy based. It's kind of like, I hate to equate it to Risk. It's not like Risk, but it's kind of like a tactical game, if you will. So it's at the tactical level. There is strategy involved. There's shooting. There's tanks. Um, there's like little soldiers involved. So you actually create them yourself. So I paint them, and that's what you use on the tabletop. So Shell Bell says I love Harry Potter. Yeah, so do I. I like Harry Potter too. I'm not like a mega fan of it, but I like Harry Potter. Whenever it's on, it's just nostalgic, and I'm like, if it's on, I'm gonna watch it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Armed Gentleman's like, oh, okay, nice. Yeah, so there's like World War II type tabletop games too. So like Axis and Allies, all that is kind of a part of this. And this is this is a sci-fi based game, so it's in the future, 40,000 years into the future. So it's called 40K. But the whole timeline goes all the way back to like 30,000, right? So what happened between 30,000 and 40,000? What's going beyond 40,000? So Armed Gentleman says I'm going home now. Where are you going home to? Talking about driving home, or are you like out and about? Are you traveling, or what's up with that? Oh, Shell Bell says I got a pop socket on my phone that's Harry Potter. That's great. Is it one of the schools, or is it like the Quidditch, or the Golden Snitch, or what is it? What's your pop socket design? God's dad said Werther's original. Oh, you're driving? Okay, gotcha, Armed Gentleman. Well, thanks for joining, brother. James Suburban, hey, welcome. Oh my gosh, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Cool. So, Armed Gentleman was out for the day, and now he's going home. Yep. I'm already home. I've been home. I haven't gone anywhere. No point going anywhere anyway, so. Oh, Ravenclaw. Sick. Yeah, not many people like talk about Ravenclaw, but I think Ravenclaw is cool. So, good choice. Solid choice. LED says it hurts so bad because you were sleeping outside, sleeping on the concrete. Ellie, what are you doing? And I'm just drinking A&W Zero, so the drink of choice tonight. So Shell Bell says, I am Ravenclaw. Awesome. Armed Gentleman says, wait a second. 1 second. That's good, man. Focus on driving, bro. I'll just be in the background talking. So I finished painting these two. I'm now going to be assembling them. And when you're working with these, I like to use Citadel paint glue. So this is really good. Another one that's used a lot by a lot of hobbyists is something called Tamiya, extra thin cement. But what I call it is sprue glue. And you just put some of the sprue, like plastic, in it, and it's acid, so it basically melts it. And then you get something that when it melds together, it's amazing how it works. But those are the two that I use. A strong bond is definitely the plastic glue, so it's a really strong bond. And then Tamiya is good just for surface connection, or if you're trying to get in somewhere that this might drip all over the place. So, but you don't want to use super glue. You can. I have used super glue, but I really haven't had much luck with super glue, to be honest. With it binding with the type of plastic that this is made from. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and glue them together and show you guys how I do it. So, before gluing plastic together, you got to make sure it's plastic on plastic, right? So everything else is painted, but like this is the original plastic that I didn't paint over, and that's because that is going to connect to the arm, right? So this is the original plastic. It looks gray. When you put plastic on plastic, you want to make sure that bond is good, and a good way to do that is to not paint over everything and then glue it together. Because if you do that, it's going to break apart later. Trust me, and I'll show you how in a second. So here, right here, I was gifted a bunch of armies from other people, right? And these ones all broke apart, as you can see. They didn't stay together. And the reason is a lot of these, when they were glued on, here's a good example right here. As you can see, there's a lot of paint still all over this bottom. So this is the bottom half of the guy. All right, here's a guy that belongs in a turret. He broke off too. Why? Because as you can see, there's paint inside. Paint, when you glue it, does not stick together. It's going to break off. So that's why you want to make sure that before you glue plastic together, that it's plastic on plastic contact, okay? So to do that, I usually take like an X-Acto knife, for example, and I'll just kind of scrape away at things, especially the joints where you're actually gluing things together. So here's a good example right here. As you can see, this is a hand that's gripping the other side of the machine gun on top. So there's still paint that I painted on over that. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape that off. Hey, Shellbell, thank you. Armed Gentleman says, I'm not driving, my mom is. So I just take the X-Acto, be very careful. Yes, I've cut myself multiple times with this, but you just want to kind of scrape away the paint with just the tip of the X-Acto knife, just a little bit. And you want to make sure it's a clean surface. So I'm very carefully scraping away all the paint. And I just kind of like take my finger and I just kind of lick it to clean it off real quick, or I'll blow the dust off because I'm like scraping it away, right? Ellie, why does your eye hurt? What's wrong? Did you stab yourself or something? What happened? And boom. As you can see, it's like night and day. So it's no longer all black. Now it's got that gray. That's what you're looking for. It makes sense, right? Thank you, armed gentleman. Correct. But a lot of people get it wrong because they don't know, and they just start gluing things together and sticking things together. Not the way to do it. So, all right. So let me go ahead and get my plastic glue ready. And usually it's like super glue. It kind of like sticks to the top, so you got to clear it off. So I'm going to scrape that away, pull out whatever's inside, and then when I go to push it, the glue should start coming out. Just a little bit. It's all you need. LED said, I got the sour powder from my Sour Patch Kid. Oh, were you dumping it? Were you doing one of those where you dump it? Oh, go flush your eyes, girl. Go to the sink, please. Oh, that hurts. I'm sorry. Ow. Yeah. No, I hate things in my eye. Nope. Oh my gosh. I've worked in construction, so I've had a couple things get in my eye and it hurts a lot. So I just put a little bit of glue on there, just a little drippity drop, and then along with the on the belt fed machine gun where it attaches to the guy's backpack, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm not doing the other hand right now, but just a little bit. It's all you need. It's barely on there, and you can add more later if need be. So now I'm gonna go ahead and secure it on here. And the cool thing about this stuff is when you put it on, it doesn't dry like super glue, which is like 2 seconds and it's dry. This, you have to hold it for like 15 seconds to let it cure. So now I got it right in position, right where I want it to be. And I'm just holding it just like that. Ah, Armed Gentleman says crazy. Why? What do you mean, my friend? Oh, LED says I tried. Ooh. Oh. Yep. There's other types of glue you need in this hobby too. There's also epoxy. And epoxy is a very picky thing and it takes a long time for it to cure. So there it goes. It's just dripping down the nozzle. I'm not too worried about it. All you need is a alcohol wipe, kind of like the ones you like before you get a shot at the doctor's office. They take those little alcohol wipes and they wipe you. So you just take that and you're able to wipe off all the glue residue, no problem, off the bottle. So holding it in place. Usually it's about 15 seconds. So, but you don't want to shift or anything. And I'm just holding it in place. That's all I'm doing. I know where it's connected. Everything looks pretty darn good. So after about 20 seconds or so, I can let my thumb off of it. So I'm just pressing it gently. I'm not squeezing it, but just the right amount of pressure. And then once I'm ready, I can just take my finger off and it's pretty much glued on there. So this is not as easy as this looks like it is. It's actually not. This has taken me multiple tries to get good at gluing. I know it sounds so simple, but you'd be surprised how many times when I was first starting this hobby, I would go to glue something together and then it would be crooked. And I'm like, oh shit, I have to fix it. And then it would just get like, oh God, it was so bad. So you have to hold it at the right angle. Armed gentleman, do you have a GF? Is that to me or to Ellie? So I'm just going to continue holding this here. It should be good. I should be able to just, yep. Boom, there you go. So don't drop it. Don't wiggle it or anything. I can put this to the side and I'm just going to let it dry. Do I have a girlfriend? No, I am married. I'm a married man. So I technically don't have a girlfriend. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you, armed gentleman. Ellie says it hurts. Yeah, so Ellie, what you need is warm water, not hot water, but warm water because sugar crystals, they melt. So turn on the sink, not hot water. Turn on to warm water, not scalding hot. And I want you to start flushing your eyes with water, okay? It's gonna suck, but yeah, you can bring the phone with if you want, else just step away, go to the bathroom, and go ahead and do that, Ellie. I'm sorry. That hurts. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. Ellie, ouch. Hopefully she'll be okay, I'll tell you that. She'll be okay, but the crystals might scratch her cornea, and that's not okay. Your eye can heal very quickly, by the way, so it will be painful, but you give it probably about an hour and that pain will go away. So, yeah, go place your head in the shower, Ellie. That's fine. Put the phone down. Please go do that. Be careful. Don't not scalding hot again, but just gently flush it out. So, and then Shell Bell says turn on the cold and hot to make the warm water. There you go. Thank you very much, Shell Bell. So, great advice. Arms, gentlemen, you have an iPad. You're watching me on an iPad right now. Is that what you're talking about, brother? Oh, nice. I'm just using an iPhone right now, so um, I've never filmed off an iPad. I wonder if that looks better. Maybe the newer ones. I'm not too sure. And this is an old phone, by the way. This is an iPhone 13 Pro Max. So it's not the best camera. It doesn't have all the newest upgrades, if you will, in the electronics department. But I don't really care about buying the newest thing until maybe 5 years goes by, and then I'm like, all right, I guess I'll upgrade my phone. So yep, still holding really well, still looking really good. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this to the side so I don't knock them over. I'm really happy with the way it came out. All right, we're back. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cap up this right there. Shellbell says hi. Hi, Shellbell. LED says I have an iPhone 16. Nice. I think 17's the newest one, I believe. So I remember when I first got my first iPhone. I think it was like the iPhone 8 or something. I don't remember what generation it was. I didn't get the first one. Ruby says, hi, I'm back. Hey, welcome back, Ruby. Oh, man. Awesome. Armed Gentleman said I did have a phone call. That's fine. Take a phone call. It's okay. Shell Bell says I have a 13, not the mini, not the Pro Max. Okay, so you just got the 13. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah, I love my 13. It's fine. The only thing that sucks is like taking pictures. Because it does that like face thing where it like tries to recognize people and it like fades everything in and out. It's stupid. So Kung Fu Panda, yo, hey, welcome back. I do remember you. Oh my gosh, thank you for joining, brother. Hell yeah. Awesome. Thank you for joining us. Um Another thing we like to do on this channel is if anybody has any jokes, you guys can type in some jokes in the chat and I read them off. And it's really fun. So you'd be surprised. So if you have any jokes you want to share with the class, go ahead and kick it. Any type of jokes, it doesn't matter. So it could be raunchy jokes, it could be old people jokes, it could be anything. Like I'll read it off. So we like to have fun here. I'm gonna go ahead and paint this and go ahead and get this going. Arm Gentleman says I'm doing something. Shell Bell says I'll be in every live of yours. Thank you, Shell Bell. That's what's up, Ravenclaw. Let's go. I appreciate you. So I'm shaking up my paints. So whenever you paint with acrylics, you want to make sure you shake them up really good. Unless if they're super thick, then they're not going to mix very well. So if you have like acrylic in a tube, those of you who've ever painted, you probably know what that looks like. So thank you, Arm Gentleman. I appreciate that. Yeah, subscribe to me, please, if you want to be on with me. I usually go live every other night, if not every night, right around this time. So, and I just paint, I just do Warhammer, I talk to my friends, and I engage with y'all. I'm not asking for money, you know, I'm not like, give me $20. No, 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 no. I just came, what you painting today, Kung Fu? Hey, man. So, I just finished putting together a Havoc Marine a little bit. So I finally got his chain Reaper cannon on, so I've been working on that for a long time. I got to put his other arm on, but I just glued that together. So I'm going to put this to the side. And then I'm going to be painting pauldrons. So these are like shoulder armor, as it's called. So it looks done, which it technically is, but I put battle damage on it. So I make it look like busted up and stuff like that. Hey, you got a joke, Shell? Yeah, type it in. Let me hear it. I love jokes. Please, please share with the class. What you got? Any type of joke. Doesn't matter. Oh, thank you, Kung Fu Panda. That's freaking sweet, right? Yeah. It's a freaking minigun on this guy. So I painted this. I painted it. It's not I didn't buy it from someone else. Like the plastic I bought and it comes, blank, but I paint it myself. So Shell Bell says, "Where do killer whales go to listen to music?" Ooh. Where don't type the answer yet. Where do killer whales go for music? What do killer whales where do killer whales Spotify? I actually don't know. What is the answer, Shelbell? Let's hear it. The orchestra? I'm gonna guess it's the orchestra. That's my guess. Yep. I got it. I've never heard that joke before. That's a good one. The orchestra. That is a good one. Thank you for sharing that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ellie was close. Ellie was almost about to get it. At least you guessed with Spotify. That's awesome. Yeah, if anybody else has any jokes, put them in the chat. Oh, you got a list? Oh, Shellbell, you are perfect. Oh, yes. Shellbell, please go ahead and type them out. Let's go. I love jokes. Any kind of jokes. I don't care. We like to have fun here. And it's past 10 minutes, so it's like 10 minutes into YouTube. If you're swearing or if you're saying things that are wrong, then you can get like hit or whatever. But after that, Arm Gentleman says I'm leaving. All right, brother, that's fine. I am leaving you. I am leaving you and you too. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get the paint ready. And you want a good consistency with your paint, so just a little bit of paint is all you need. Nice and gentle, and I'm just going to start painting. All right, Shellbell, kick it. What kind of jokes you got? I love jokes. All types of jokes. Doesn't matter to me. I can take a joke. Go. LED says, what song should I do? Let's do Teens Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. Kick it. Arm Gentleman says, I did a joke and you didn't read it. What? No way, bro. When? I must have missed that. Where? Where is it? I don't see your joke, brother. You're gonna have to go ahead and post that again. I apologize. I do not see it. I'm doing something, is what you said. And then I haven't. Nope. Unless if you did a knock knock or something, I must have missed that, but I don't see it. How do cows cut the grass? Um, they mow it down. That could be a wrong one, but what's the answer to that? Yeah, it's okay, Arm Gentleman. I didn't miss it, bro. I'm sorry. I don't see it. Like I legitimately don't see it. So, but go ahead and do it again. I will read it off. So, how do cows cut the grass? I'm gonna say they mow it down with a lawn mower. Go, and I get quiet because I'm painting, right? So you want to have concentration when you're painting. So everything kind of gets quiet for me when I paint because you're keeping that concentration. So there you go. See how I'm painting it a little bit? I'm going to change it up and do some things to it and everything. I'm going to put graphics on it too. But it doesn't look like much when you're first painting it. It's not until it's ready that's when it looks the best, right? So those of you who have ever done art before, you probably know what I'm talking about. So with a lawn mower. Very good, Shellbell. Keep them coming. And if y'all wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, subscribing, I really appreciate it. It helps me a lot. So if you've already subbed, thank you. Welcome to the army. Okay, you're in the army and you're one of my troops. So I could always use more troops, right? Let's see. Rune Lord Brass is next. Arm Gentleman says, bro, what? Come on. Come on, what? Well, it's a lame joke. You don't like the joke, I'm guessing? You probably don't like the joke, do you? Why did the robber rob the bank? Why did the robber rob the bank? Well, I'm assuming to get the cash. They need the money. I don't know. What's the answer? Ellie says he was broke. Okay, makes sense. That's logical. I'm trying to think of a good joke answer. I can't. Why did the robber rob the bank? Because he. I don't know. Ellie says I did the lyrics. Oh, thank you, Ellie. Let's see. Armed gentleman, I am sorry. I'm not seeing your joke. Is any. Okay. Tell me if I'm crazy. Is anybody else seeing Armed Gentleman's jokes? He said he missed it again. I don't see any, bro. I did a joke, you didn't read it. I don't see any. LED, help me out here. LED knows. She's been on this channel for a long time. Did Armed Gentleman put any jokes in the chat? Oh, here's a yo mama joke. Fuck yeah, let's go, dude. Your mama is so short she holds a sign that says "Don't spit, can't swim." Yes. And then Shell Bell says, to why did the robber rob the bank? He needed the dough is the answer, and I don't see the joke. See, Shell Bell's not seeing it either, Armed Gentleman. I apologize, man. We're not seeing your jokes. I don't know if you're not copying and pasting it right or what. I love Yo Mama jokes. Kick it, man. Yo Mama's so old, her social security number is 1. Yeah, LED says I don't see it. So, Armed Gentleman, no one's seeing your jokes, man. It's not just me. No one else is seeing it. So I don't know what you're talking about, homie. No one else is seeing it. I know you're on an iPad, but maybe it's not going through. It could be just your service. If you're getting driven home right now by your mom, maybe it's just not going through, but I'm not seeing it. Ellie's not seeing it. Shigarakai. Ooh, why are frogs always happy? Why are frogs always happy? Because they jump for joy. LED is fine as fuck. Yeah, that Shigarakai is fine as fuck. Hell yeah, LED. Because they're on something is what LED says. Armed Gentleman's just saying no, no, no. Is that the joke? Because I don't get it, bro. Because they eat whatever bugs them. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Shell Bell. Thank you. Armed Gentleman saying no, nah. Nah, this ain't it, fam. Ellie says I was close. Yeah, you were close. You were closer than me. I figured it was jumping for joy or something. Armed Gentleman says I'm at home now. Good. All right, you're home, bro. Welcome home. Now you get that Wi-Fi signal. Now you can start typing things if you want. Armed Gentleman says still not. These are all dad jokes for my list. I love dad jokes. Go ahead, please. Why did George Washington's cherry tree stink? Because he cut one. LED says, what anime character should I cosplay as next? Ooh. Hmm. If you could cosplay as anybody next, who should she cosplay? Who does everyone think she should? Inosuke? Who's that? Oh, Forever Lurk seems as if YouTube chat isn't showing all chats. Yeah, that's annoying. The heck? There's nothing I'm doing wrong. Armed Gentleman says, come on, so it must not be working still. Interesting. Inosuke LED says, he's fine as hell. Shell Bell 10 says, Tenjiro. Armed Gentleman says, look. Shell Bell says, so Tanjiro. LED says, yes, I'll do Tanjiro. Sweet. Hell yeah. Forever Lurk says, I've given 5 Yo Mama jokes and you only saw 1. Yeah, I only saw 1. That's weird. I only saw the 1, bro. Yo Mama's so fat when she's in the shower, the water doesn't hit her feet because she takes up the whole thing. Arm Gentleman says, come on. Is it not working still, man? If y'all want to exit out of YouTube and come back in, that's okay too. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I'm not in charge of the YouTube servers, guys. So you know, I'm just on here live, so I don't know what's going on. YouTube's always kind of screwy, so unless if Forever Lurk your jokes are getting unless if your jokes are getting like swatted or so. I'm not doing anything to your jokes, dude. You guys can swear in here, like I don't care. This is meant for adults, by the way, so 18 and up. If y'all didn't know, so don't get me in trouble. But y'all can swear in here. You guys can do whatever you want. Arm Gentleman says I'm leaving. Okay, I understand, man. If you want to come back in, that's cool too. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's weird. Forever Lurk too. I don't know. Shell Bell says, "Why are skeletons so calm?" Why are skeletons so calm? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me the answer to that one. I do not know. I don't know that joke. And Forever Lurk says, I don't know, I'll relog. Yeah, that's fine, bro. Because they hit that vape. Because nothing gets under their skin. Oh my god. That's so silly. I love it. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, paint it up. Mixing my paint. Sorry if it's really loud, but it's the only way to do it. I don't have a little machine. There's like machines you could buy, like at nail salons. They have these little. They use the same thing, but they have these little machines. It like vibrates it, and it basically gets the paint for you. So Forever Lurk says no luck. YouTube doesn't like Yo Mama jokes. That's change out the Yo Mama with something else. Try that. Just say like YM. You know what I mean? And I know what that'll mean. Try that. I don't know why it's being dumb. LED says, why am I skipping around my room? Because I'm trying to think of a joke answer. I don't know. Arm Gentleman says, no, 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 no. What do you get when you mix a cat and a lemon? Ooh, a sourpuss. A sourpuss. Arm Gentleman saying, LOL, LOL, LOL. There you go. It worked now. There you go, Forever Lurk. It worked. So Yo Mama is so loose that the high school band played her as a wind instrument. Yes. There you go. It worked. Yep, it worked, man. Thank God. Yeah, so I don't know why. Yeah, YouTube's being weird. Like I don't have any moderators in here. No one's deleting any of your jokes. Like I'm cool with whatever jokes you want. Oh, Armed Gentleman, I got one. What do you call a monkey with a drink? A monkey with a drink. And it's an alcoholic drink. I don't know. What do you call it? A monkey with a drink. Monkey shine? Like moonshine? Like monkey shines? I'm gonna guess that. I could be wrong, but oh, Soccer King, I do remember you. Welcome back, my friend. I do remember you. Thank you. Yep, I remember you, Soccer King. Yep. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you. Forever Lurk says, why did the monkey cross the road? Hopefully it's a dirty joke. Let me see. Why did the monkey cross the road? I don't know. Why did the monkey cross the road? Let's hear it. LED says I'm making my sketch. Good. So you're already starting on the costume. Good for you, Ellie. She's a cosplay costume designer, and she also creates them from scratch. So she she's very good at it. That's her thing, guys. So if you guys want to subscribe or like, I don't know, LED, you should start making content, girl. You should start making YouTube videos. Even if they're just simple, you should start. LED says yes. Forever Lurk, you can't leave me hanging. Why'd the monkey cross the road? What is it? What is it? What is it? We got more jokes coming in. Shell Bell says, what is white when it's dirty, but black when it's clean? What is white when it's dirty, but black when it is clean? What is white when it's dirty, but black when it's clean? I don't know. I feel like I've heard that joke, but I don't know. What is that one? And then Arm Gentleman's got another joke. He says, what do you call a mom with a baby? LED says, a mommy. What do you call a mom with a baby? I don't know what. Oh, Shell Bell says a chalkboard. Okay. So what is white when it's dirty but black when it's clean? A chalkboard. Makes sense. Like a blackboard, right? Yeah. Oh, Maddie says, why doesn't Santa have any kids? Oh, I remember this one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Because he only goes down the chimney or something like that. And then the Armed Gentleman says the baby. I don't know what that means, Armed Gentleman. What do you call a mom with the baby? I don't know I don't know, man. Oh, because he only comes once a year. Oh, that's funny, Madeline. Thank you. That's right. That's the joke. That's right. That's funny. Because it only comes once a year. You can't tell me that's not funny. Soccer King thinks sense for. Yeah, you're welcome. I did sub to you. I promised I would. And if people want to help out Soccer King 564, he has a YouTube channel. Please go ahead and subscribe to him. Forever Lurk 2 says it won't let me give you the punchline. YouTube is anti-joke. What? Type it another way. Type it a different way. Like try to. That's so dumb. I wish there was a way to like turn off, because you're not bullying. You know what I mean? LED says I don't like Sour Patch Kids anymore. Desi? I don't know. I don't get that. I appreciate you typing though, Arm Gentleman. It helps the channel, by the way. Every time you type in the chat, it just helps me. So thank you. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're typing in here because I can't say it, because you can't type it, is what you're doing. I see. So to your joke, he said, "What do you call a mom with a baby?" And Arm Gentleman says, "Des Decess? I don't know what that means. Decess? Decess? Dessees? DS? Sour King says wave. I have more sour candy. Oh my gosh. Arm Gentleman says the baby. Okay. All right. All right. I'm just trying my luck for a chance. Okay, yeah, that's fine, man. Do what you gotta do, brother. So, next, I'm gonna grab some Reichland Flush Shade. And this is used as a wash, so it's called a wash. It's a shade is what GW calls it, but in reality it's a wash, right? So this is it's like liquid. And what you do is you pool it around your paint, and it makes it look like rust. So it's pretty cool. Shellbell says I have one more joke. All right, go ahead, Shellbell. You've been killing it. I appreciate it. For some reason, her jokes are the only ones going through. A bunch of the other ones Haven't been, and I think it's because YouTube's being kind of gay right now. LED, yeah, stop dumping the powder in your mouth. Probably a bad idea. It's sugar crap anyway. It's not good for you, okay? It's not. YouTube hates me. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like, it's my channel. I should be able to do whatever. You know what I mean, dude? So, oh, um, yeah, YouTube is weird forever lurk. I don't know why, but if you want to like type it in a certain way, I'll try to read it off. So if you want to be like one sentence, one sentence, one sentence, maybe, because I love jokes and that's weird. Like we've done racist jokes on here before, and like it lets you do that. Like you're able to type that shit in. So I don't know. Fortnite boy 6633 says, "Hey, what's up, man?" Arm gentleman says, "I like your hat. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I love this hat too. I got this in Hawaii. We went to the Volcano National Park, so." Forever Lurk says I tried 5 different times. Oh, it's stupid, man. Yeah, YouTube's pretty fucking gay. See, LED can say that. She can say YouTube's gay, and that's fine. You can say that, but you're not allowed to fucking yeah, whatever. Forever Lurk. It's dumb, man. I'm sorry. That's really frustrating. I don't have any. There's no limitations on this. It's for 18 and up, so it should be allowed. I don't know why it's being done. What the heck is this? Oh, okay. Why can't your nose be 12 inches? Why can your nose not be 12 inches? I don't know why. Forever Lurk says no one will ever know why the monkey crossed the road. Oh, dang it. Hey, Fortnite boy, thank you. I appreciate the sub, brother. Thank you. I need more subs. I'm trying to get to 500. Yeah, Arm Gentleman can say fuck. Like, that's fine. You can type fuck. So, I don't know why YouTube's being dumb. And I want to know why the monkey crossed the road. I'm trying to figure that out, too. Is it a sexual joke, or what is it? Because, what's the reason? Why do you think it's not letting you, what do you think the reason is, man? I'm genuinely curious. Arm Gentleman says, shit. Fuck, so that's fine, see? Because it will be a foot. Oh, I get it, Shellbell. Thank you. Why can't your nose be 12 inches? Because it would be a foot. Oh. Oh my gosh. LED says, did you see what I said? No, I did not. All I saw you say was, I will say something horrible to see if it works. And then you said, did it work? And nothing. And then Arm Gentleman's just typing random shit to see what happens. Jim's Dick Mad Dizak Asium nah. It's not working at all. I don't know, LED. Let me see if there's any settings on here. Hold up. I'm gonna go into my settings. So there's chat filter. Let me click on this. Let me go all messages. I now just pressed all messages. So I just changed it. So I wonder if it's gonna work now. Oh, Forever Lurk, I can see it now. His dick was stuck in the chicken. I can see it. I'm sorry. I did not know that. So I can go to this little thing down below and it says chat filter and I'm able to see it. So now I can see it. Arm Gentleman, I can see it. Dick there. I can see it now. So now it's working. Yes. Now we know why the monkey crossed the road, because his dick was stuck in the chicken. Thank you. Oh my God. Shellbell says 2 guys walked into a bar. The third guy ducks. That's funny. Yep, LED, I see it. Fuck duck. There it is. All right, I figured it out. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't do that, by the way. And I put down this is not made for children, so it's like 18 and up is what I put on here. When I start it, it says choose your audience. I say 18 and up. Armed Gentleman, I'm seeing it now. Yep. So we're good, guys. You guys can tell your jokes now, and it's not going to be moderated. I didn't moderate it. I didn't choose that setting. It just, for some reason, did that. So now you guys can stay in here and say whatever you want to say. I promise I'll see it. I am not getting hurt by it. Yep, freedom. I know, dude. That's so interesting. LED says question. I might have an answer. Ellie, go ahead. Arm Gentleman says, okay. I know, right? Finally, dude. Jeez. Took long enough. Yeah, freedom indeed. Isn't it great? Freaking YouTube, man. I didn't even do that. It just did that for me. So, well, now I know. The things you learn being a YouTuber. I know, finally, dude. So this is coming along a lot better. As you can see, it looks a lot more rusted. It doesn't look as gold as plain. You see how it kind of looks like tarnished a little bit? Ah, Forever Lurk says, your mama's so fat she uses a VCR as a beeper. Oh my god. LED says, should I make the cosplay gay or not? I guess that's your choice. Whatever you want to do, you know? I'm not against gay people, by the way. So, just to let you know my political leaning, like, I'm not racist. I'm not anti-homophobe. I don't... The only people I hate are terrorists, okay? That's who I hate. So... I am not... If you guys want to make jokes, I'm not getting offended. And if you get offended, I'm sorry. But, you know... I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm not trying to hurt anybody, you know what I mean? So I hope you guys take this in jest. In jest means Jest, means like know that it's a joke, okay? And we're again, this is like supposed to be 18 and up. I don't know your age, okay? So if you're on this channel and you hear something or your parents hear something, I'm saying something that's wrong, I'm not encouraging that at all, okay? So, and I mean, you're gonna learn to swear eventually anyway, but I don't want to be the one to like poison your mind. That's not what this channel is. Arm Gentleman says my mom right now. Oh my god. Marco Latrope, 8723 with take. I don't know what that means, brother, but welcome. Arm Gentleman says my mom right now. I'm 16. Okay, so you're with her. Well, I'm going to hope that they're okay with that. Forever Lurk says, I am old and I will happily spoil your minds. Oh God, Forever. With take means it's a great take. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. I wasn't aware. I'm not 100% Marco on slang. I know I'm like an American, I'm old, I'm a millennial and stuff, but I don't know all the nuances of this. So I've been on YouTube for a very long time, so like if I don't know what you're saying, it's just because I genuinely don't know. LED says, "Can I say something wrong?" Yes, you can. Soccer King 564 says, "I'm just a teen. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby." Listen to Iron Maiden, maybe with me. Oh my god. Arm Gentleman says, by Trav4156. Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, maybe with me. Ooh. Shellbell says, sometimes YouTube is gay as fuck and I hate it and it's fucking weird. No, I agree too. I've gotten copyright stricken. I've had issues with YouTube before. I've had a channel taken down. I had an entire channel deleted. Out of the blue, by the way. They didn't even warn me. They just literally did it and I would never recover from that. So I gave up on that whole channel. Yeah, YouTube's it's just dumb sometimes, you know what I mean? Unfortunately. Let's see here. Arm Gentleman says, LOL, I'm gay, guys. That's fine, bro. I don't hate. You can be gay if you want to. I have no hate here. I hope you don't take offense to anything, man. Our Gentleman says, fuck dick. And then Forever Lurk 2 says, I'm old, so I don't know slang. I'm a 200 baby. 200 baby, said to an Xer. Oh, so Forever Lurk is Gen X and proud, the last of the feral children who played with the dirt. Yes. LED says, I like guys and girls. Ooh, we got ourselves a, swing either way. Armed Gentleman says it's weird. What do you mean it's weird, man? What's weird? The jokes, or is it weird to joke about it? Is that what you're saying, man? We can cut it out if you want. Yeah. Forever Lurk 2. I am a millennial, so I was born with the computer, but I still I got outside and inside, you know what I mean? So I got a little bit of everything. So I'm like the last you're the last one to actually not have any internet or like anything like that, you know what I mean? Like your guys' experience was so different from everybody else's. So Armed Gentleman says people, it's weird. You're saying gay people are weird? Is that what you mean? And then Forever Lurk says just love who you love and fuck the haters. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. LED says I'm a lesbian and I'm straight. Shell Bell says I don't hate. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. There's enough negativity in the world. There's enough hate in the world. There really is. And I don't want that to overcome this channel. You know, I don't want to be another channel that's just talking about Trump or talking about politics or talking about all the crap. Like I'm just here to have a good time. I don't want to insinuate anything. I don't want to I'm not saying I'm playing both sides of the fence, not exactly, but I just hope y'all can take jokes and that you're not going to take anything too seriously, because that's not the point of it. So Forever Lurk says, I remember when my buddy told me about Atari and that we could play on a home TV. I thought he was lying. Interesting. So you're like, there's no way you could play it at home. Like, you don't have to go to the freaking the arcade. You don't have to go to the arcade anymore. Like, I've gone to arcades. I love arcades. So Shell Bell says I treat people fairly and I don't talk shit about them. That's a good way to be. That's a good way to be, Shell Bell 10. Yeah. That's a good way to be. Yeah. I mean, the world is pretty, it's not very nice sometimes, but I guess that's kind of the reality of things. I guess it's the reality that you want to make it. But LED says we like Eminem here. Hell yeah, we like Eminem. Absolutely. Armed Gentleman says fuck. And then Lincoln Winters says knock knock. Who's there? Who's there, Lincoln Winters? I think I remember Lincoln Winters. That sounds really familiar. I feel like I've recognized that. Mimez, hey, you're back, dude. Oh my gosh, I remember Mimez. He pops in every once in a while. Everyone say hi to Mimez. Lincoln Winters says Pluto. Pluto who? Exactly. Oh my gosh. Forever Lurk says, well, we got a lot of good things people are saying. I agree. Yeah. Shell Bell says the world is cruel. Yeah, it can be, unfortunately, right? Mimes says the world could use a bit more kindness. Absolutely, Mimes. Yep. Yep. But then Forever Lurk says if there was no cruelty, then no one would notice the good times. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But like, I know what you're saying. I understand that philosophy. But I've had good times and I've had bad times, and let me tell you, I like the good times a lot more. If I could be born with a silver spoon in my mouth and my family were multimillionaires and I didn't have to worry about anything, shit. It's pretty hard to cry on a jet ski, if you know what I'm saying. LED says these chicks don't even know the name of my band, but they're all on me like they want to hold hands. I'm guessing that's Eminem. Oh, that is Eminem. Yep. Armed Gentleman says, I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I didn't know you left, but welcome back, man. And I appreciate everybody being in here. Like and subscribe. Thumbs up, please. It helps me a lot. I'm trying to get to 500 subs. Please, 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 please. Oh, LED says that's my band by B12. Oh, I apologize. Okay, that's different. Oh, excuse me. Wouldn't be who we are today if we didn't have those bad days. Necessity for life. Arm Gentleman's going 6767. Oh, we got a zoomer. 67. Oh. Yeah, it's D12. That's right, LED. Go ahead and do some purple pills. Or purple hills, I should say. Because that's D12. But nothing compares these blue and yellow purple hills. Alright, so doing some more scratches on this. I think I'm pretty good. Half my friends are cruel. I wish the world treated me better. Like people who care. I'm different. It's okay to be different, Shell Bell. If you're different in a good way, that's a good different. You don't have to be like mean people. I used to be mean because people were mean to me. And sometimes it comes out every once in a while. You know what I mean? NarkDog333 says, I'm going to kidnap you. I know where you live. I'm a stalker. Who are you trying to kidnap, NarkDog? Is it me? Are you coming after me, NarkDog? Dun, dun, dun! You're in Minnesota. Oh, no. You are correct. I am in Minnesota. I'm going to kidnap you. I know where you live. Oh, God. Well, that just changed the whole. Forever Lurk goes, Apache Rose Peacock. I could not speak. I could not walk. I told my knees to please not knock. RHCP. What's RHCP? What is that, Forever? Narc Dog said, psych. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're not going to stalk and kidnap me. Thank you. I am out of Minnesota, yes. Because I've told it multiple people multiple times, so. I am indeed out of Minnesota. If you want to come kidnap me and fucking take me, you can try. I am an armed citizen. I'm also a military veteran, so good luck. It's gonna be bloody. Let's see. LED says, I take a couple uppers, I down a couple downers, but nothing compares these blue and yellow purple pills. Hell yeah. Forever Lurk 2 says Red Hot Chili Peppers. Hey there, Forever Lurk 2. Go ahead and yell out a song, and LED will put in some lyrics. Heck yeah. Shell Bell says, I'm from the UK. Oh, you're from England. That's so cool. Shell Bell, that's really cool. Oh my gosh. You're from across the pond. I love British people, by the way. I love British culture. I mean, I'm literally painting Warhammer, which is from freaking England. So, Forever Lurk 2 says Texas, and yes, I'm armed. Yep. You and me are the same way, bruh. Narc Dog says, yeah, you were in the army for 7 years. Close, close, close. I was in the Marine Corps for 11 years, almost 12. There is a difference. There is a difference. It's like the Air Force and the Navy. They're not the same. Army, Marine Corps, not the same. Close, but yeah. I don't like violence. I'm not a violent person. Like, I have it in me, but I don't like fighting. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I've gotten into fights. I've had my jaw broken. I've wrestled. I've gotten into bar fights. You know, so like I've done my share of that, and I try to avoid it. All right, because I get my butt kicked a lot too. So you get your butt kicked enough, you get knocked unconscious enough times, you get really sick of fighting. So I've also lost my tooth as well, so I'll show you. So that's surgery when I got punched in the face. So yeah. Oh, Shell Bell 10 says I visit my cousins in the USA. Oh, that's great. That's good. Yeah, that's wow. What's the flight like for that? How far of a flight is that? My goodness. That's a long flight, I'd imagine. Forever Lurk 2 says Marines and Army get along. The other branches just give us a ride to wherever we need to be. Yeah, pretty much. They're like the Uber for the military. Except they got all the money. They got all the money. The Marines are all broke. We have like nothing. We're the most broke branch out of all of them. Mimes says, I don't like violence. Warhammer 40k fan. I mean, okay, fair. I don't like violence in person. How does that sound? I've had my fair of violence, okay? But I love violence from like a sci-fi or like, army games and shit like that, like 100%. So I guess you're right. You called me out, Mimes. You're right. I'm not saying I lied. It's just I didn't think about that. Yeah, in real life violence. Yeah, I don't like in real life violence. I lived in the hood, bro, where I hear gunshots and stuff, or crackheads that try to like break into your car, or break into your house. Like, I don't like that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I've been in combat. I've been in war. I was in Afghanistan in 2011. So like, I'm good. I'm good, man. I've been shot at. I'm good. I've seen what IEDs can do to the human body. I've had to put tourniquets on bleeding limbs before. So like that shit gives you PTSD. Once you see it, once you are in those types of situations, you can desensitize yourself to it for sure. But in real life violence, I'm not a big fan of it. Like if people want to fight and they want to be stupid, I'm like, all right, guys, just break it up. Like, come on, what are we doing? What are we fighting over? Something stupid? Like, there's no point. Get cops involved, things just get devolved from there. But like, I like fantasy violence, sci-fi violence. Like I'll watch horror movies. I'll watch like sci-fi movies with violence. Like I love that. Video games with violence. Yeah. You know. Anyway, LED says, "What song from Red Hot Chili Peppers?" Forever Lurk 2 says, "Must bug you to know what the largest amphibious invasion in history was done by the Army." Yeah, D-Day. Yep. You could say that. D-Day. That's right. That's correct. It was D-Day. Why were the Marines not there? That's a good question. Well, we were in Japan, but we were doing a lot of island hopping. So we did a lot of amphibious operations on not as a big of a scale, but it was a lot more complicated. The Army was literally like, all right, guys, we're pulling up here. You get in the boats, you get to the front, and we just keep sending people until they all die. The Marines are like, hey, all we have is like 20,000 people, and we have like a string of islands that are 200 deep, and every single island is going to be different. So, also, the people that are on that island, they want to kill you very much so. So, uh, the Army, yeah, Army had a very large amphibious assault, no doubt. But I don't know, man. Would you rather be in Europe during World War II or in Japan, fighting the freaking Japanese who were literally insane and got drunk and would like charge your lines with bayonets all hours of the day into your machine guns because they didn't care? Like, those are the worst. You know what I mean? Like, that's terrifying. Fighting the Nazis, hell yeah. Most of them would give up anyway. Like, let's be honest, the Nazis would fight, but they were a shadow of their former selves by the time the Americans got there because they were all in Russia and just getting mopped up over there and trying to win, and they almost did, but they didn't. Anyway, Forever Lurk said, I didn't get any PTSD, probably because we were the hunters. We didn't patrol and catch IEDs. Yeah, man. I wish I don't want to say I wish we did what you did, but like, yeah, we were reactive. Like we weren't going out getting the bad guys. I fucking wish. We did have um, units that did that, but I wasn't. I was a combat engineer, so I'm the guy with the minesweeper. You know what I mean? So, and I wasn't trained very well. I wasn't trained well enough. So yeah, I did get PTSD, unfortunately. Um, Shell Bell 10 says, I'm 20-year-old who loves to go to the mall and I'm scared of my car getting stolen or robbed. I'm sorry, Shell Bell. I've heard a lot about that in the UK. I watch a lot of British people or British videos, and I know one of them is like if people go out to the countryside, like they go out for camping or whatever, and they leave their car or they're in an RV, like there's so many videos of like young people like driving by and trying to break in or trying like throwing bottles at their car. Like I don't know what it is about like that whole area. It's really bad. And then in America, America's pretty bad too. I've done a lot of camping. I've never done RVing, I wish, but I've done a lot of camping and usually I'm out there so far, there's like no one out there. You know, I go out there and like no one's finding me. Um, or I'm going to like public places that are pretty safe and usually I carry on me anyway. So like if you were to try to break into our tent, you're probably going to get either bear maced in the face or a 9 mil. So um, let's see. Someone said Red Hot Chili Peppers. What song? Do Californication. LED. Go ahead and do Californication. Forever Lurk said you were killing the Japanese. Yep. No, I wasn't, but you know what I mean. Um, and then Forever Lurk 2 said I was quoting Red Hot Chili Pepper lyrics that were playing Apache Rose Peacock. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Forever Lurk 2 said the Japanese did not have panzers. That is true. They did not. They did have like little tanks, but and the Marines, we didn't really have tanks on Japan either. So it was like infantry on infantry. Like jungle warfare fighting, like pretty freaking bad. Um Not like World War One style. World War One is even worse. If you want to talk about wars, I think World War One was almost worse than World War Two. If I were to be in any war, I'd probably want to be in World War Two because fuck trench foot, and fuck running at other people's freaking machine gun nests with barbed wire and bombs and mines. Like screw that, man. Let's see here. LED says I leave my car unlocked and my house unlocked. LED, that is not a good idea. I would not recommend that. Forever Lurk 2 says auto theft is a big deal in England. Yeah, it is. It is. It's not like maybe the biggest deal, but like in England, like as far as crimes go, yeah, there's a lot of break-ins, unfortunately. A lot of hoodlums that just have nothing better to do. It's really what it is. It's just a bunch of dumb people that just want to break in and steal stuff. And it's expensive to live there too, so a lot of people are scrounging for resources. So. Shellbell 10 says my favorite place in the UK is Big Ben. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Yeah, Big Ben. Oh, that's cool. I've never been to the UK. I would definitely love to be there, and I would love to look at the museums and the architecture and the history. I'm a big nerd when it comes to history, so the British have a very, very long, great history, and it's fascinating. Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff about the British too, like slavery and that whole thing, and blah, blah, blah. But regardless, the British Museum's like one of the best in the world. So hate on it all you want, but you got to say at least they're keeping it together. The British Museum is at least protecting their, you know, museum pieces because Iraq couldn't. A lot of them would belong in Iraq, and then when Iraq is all messed up, all the artifacts get destroyed. So, and then LED says, because if someone breaks into my house, I'm either sleeping outside or on my floor in the kitchen. I believe it too, LED. I believe it. Forever Lurk 1 says, or Forever Lurk 2 says, World War One is the worst thing I could think of, besides some kind of Roman style ancient battle. Yeah, stabbing folks all day would be crazy. No, for sure, Forever Lurk. Oh my god. Could you imagine that, dude? Stabbing people, like, holy shit. Or like the Civil War. Like, literally, they would, like, shoot at each other, right? From afar, artillery, whatever. Then they would get closer and closer. And then once they, like, run out of ammo, they're like, all right, everybody run at each other and just start clubbing each other to death and stabbing each other to death. And it just became one giant mosh pit fight from hell. Like I couldn't even imagine that. Like open field too. And I've read stories about what it's like to be in a fight in the Civil War, and like, yeah, it was all gentlemanly and like, yes, let's go ahead and march towards each other and shoot our guns. And then it's like once the guns run out, it's like, all right, lads, charge at each other and beat each other up with your hands. And it's a free for all. It's like the biggest brawl you've ever heard of. Insane, man. Insane. Shellbell 10 says, I love to travel to France and Australia. Oh, that's cool. We got ourselves a world traveler here. Hey, that's cool. Shellbell 10. You sound like a very cool person. I'm glad that you're on this channel. How fun. I've traveled a little bit too. So I've been to a couple different countries. I've been all over the US except for Alaska. And like maybe North and South Dakota because I don't really care. But I've been pretty much a little bit of everywhere. And I've never been up to Maine. Maybe Maine one day. I've heard good things about Maine. I got a buddy who wants to go up there and he likes lobster. So maybe we could do that one day. Who knows? LED says, I blast music so loud it's scary. I sometimes make it to my bed. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Forever Lurk 2 says, open fields after mini ball and rifling were invented. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. 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 Absolutely crazy. Yeah. It's like, you know, it's just like, all right, let's run at each other and just beat each other to death. And then, like, when you're all covered in mud, it's like, how do you even recognize friend from foe? You know what I mean? There's just fucking bodies everywhere. And then, either they gave up or they just literally killed them. All of like massacred them. Like, absolutely insane. I would not want to fight in the Civil War. Absolutely not. Not to mention, medical was like nowhere near where it is today. So, like, imagine getting your limbs sawed off and you're told to bite a piece of wood while they give you alcohol to like numb the pain. Ooh, no, thank you. And they have like rusty fucking, they'd wash it in water and they're like, it's sanitized now. All right, hold still while I cut off your leg. It might become gangrenous, but who knows? Like, screw that, dude. You're like awake during those procedures. Oh my god. Ugh. Modern warfare is, I guess, better. You're gonna die a lot faster in modern warfare, but at least we have medical better and everything like that. We have like, our sappy plates and everything, and we have helmets. We're able to protect ourselves a little bit better, so we have our tactics down better, our strategy down better. So I'm glad the military got its shit together. But yeah, it took a lot of a lot of trial and error in that. So yikes. Respect to those that fought in those wars. That's all I gotta say. If you don't look at those wars of old and you don't like understand what those wars were and how they were fought and how people lost their lives tragically in those, then you need to reevaluate some things because I can't even imagine. I can imagine, but I don't, nope, I'm good. It's like 40K. In the world of 40K, like you don't want to go to that universe. It's really bleak. Um, but I love 40K. I love the bleak. I love the grim dark. And yes, I love the violence. Fine. Let's see. LED says that's why my back hurts. Yeah, probably because you're laying on concrete or on the kitchen floor, girl. What are you doing? Don't be doing that. You stretch yourself out. Get a good bed. If you have a bad bed, it's time for an upgrade. But if you don't have the money to do it, that's a different story, and I understand that. So I hope that's not the truth, but I get how that is, LED. I'm sorry if that's what it is. You just need a new bed. Shellbell 10 says, I remember like 2 years ago I traveled to Canada. I forgot what I did there though. Oh, well. Forever Lord 2 said you didn't miss anything. Canada is rather forgettable. I love you, Canucks. LED says, one time I went to sleep in my car. I've slept in my car a couple times, but it's because I was drinking and I couldn't drive home. So I put my keys in the trunk and I passed out in my car. Or I was really tired from like military and I was like, coming home from drill because I was a reservist for a couple years, and I was just so tired. I'm like, I can't drive. I got to pull over. So I've done that. I've slept in my car a couple times, unfortunately. So I know how that is. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, I mean, Canada, I don't want to totally knock it because Canada's got, I mean, they got some really pretty land out there. So, if I ever went to Canada, I've seen good stuff about it. I know it's really rural, certain parts, and a lot of it's inhospitable. But LED says, yes, I do have a bed. Yes, she does. Yeah. She just chooses not to sleep in it, or maybe your back hurts, or whatever the reason is. Maybe you just can't sleep, and you're like, well, I'll just sleep outside, or you know, or maybe your BF kicked you out of the bed. I don't know. Or maybe you just didn't want to sleep with him. You're like, I don't even want to be next to this guy. He freaking farts too much. I don't know. I don't want to get it all about LED. I want to take the spotlight off her, but. Shellbell 10, what part of England are you from, by the way? Are you in London? Are you in London, love? Where are you out of? Are you in Manchester? Where are you from? What part of England? LED says, I'm scared there's sewing needles in it, but I sleep. Oh, yeah. LED is a cosplayer, and she creates the cosplay in her garage sometimes. So she's like stepped on a needle before and had to get it pulled out. Ooh. Forever Lurk 2 says, muffled chortles and wardles as he chases an imaginary rabbit. I don't know what that's from, but I like it. Ah, Shovel 10's from London. Look at you, classy lady. That's cool. I want to go to London one day. Let me ask you, Shellbell. Is it good to go to London if you're young or if you're like older? Like if you're like 40 something or 50 something? Or is it like a place you should go to like Mexico, right? If you go to Mexico, it's better to be younger. You know what I mean? Like if you go to Italy, it's good to go there if you're young because you can get around a lot more. You're not as slow, but LED says, bro, most of my cosplays have gloves. You have gloves on because of how many band-aids you have on your hands. Yep. Oh, yeah, Forever Lurk asks about London, England, if the stabbings are as bad. I mean, we hear it all the time over here about stabbings and, like, migrants and all that negative stuff, like we hear on the news. That's the kind of stuff I try to avoid, but, I mean, is it a thing over there? Yeah. Is it as bad of a problem? I don't know. LEDC in Mexico is dope. Yeah, Mexico's cool. I've been there. I was in Mexico. I was in the Yucatan. So I was at Cancun, and it was awesome. I loved it. We were tourists, so it's like you're the king when you're there. If you go to Mexico and you go to like the touristy areas, it's the only way to really go there, unless if you're actually like from Mexico or you have family there. That's a totally different story. But like, yeah, Mexico's cool. We did a resort. Ilsa Mujeres is where we stayed, and beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. The cost was like not even that bad. Flying there is like, man, it's like nothing for Americans. We could fly there, especially Forever Lurk, dude. If you live in Texas, you probably go to Mexico a lot more than most people because it's literally like a 2-hour flight, if even. Yep. I've also been to Peru, so I've been to Peru, which I would highly recommend. But it is not for your average traveler. If you've never traveled to any other country in the world, do not go to Peru because it is confusing as fuck. And it's not like America. And the tourism is big there, yes, but there's people from all over the world. Like to me, Peru and like Argentina or like Chile, those are like the wild west of traveling. If you're going to go travel, go to like Europe or go somewhere where you're going to understand where you're going. Italy's kind of confusing a little bit too, but it's not that bad. Italy, you can get your way around. Germany's fine. You know, Germany's easy to get around. I would imagine the UK is pretty easy to get around. You know what I mean? But if you go to Peru, bro, there is there like hardly anyone speaks English there, by the way. So you're gonna be busting out your phone and doing Google Translate constantly. And like there's people from all over the world that go to Peru. So you'll meet people from all over. It's such a cool place. I went there 3 years ago. Just about 3 years ago. And I saw all of it. I saw as much of Peru as I possibly could, and I loved every minute of it. And it was very confusing. But man, is it a cool experience. It's not like a party place like Colombia's for parties if you want to go party. You know, Mexico, maybe you could go party there. But like Peru is not really a party place. It's more like you want to adventure, you want to find places, you want to like go somewhere authentic. That's what Peru is. And then Forever Lurk 2 says, my wife is Mexican. I go down there to eat all their food. Hell yeah, Forever Lurk. Yep. So if your wife, yeah, if you're from Texas, your wife is Mexican, you're probably going there all the time. Yep. 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 That's awesome. Yeah. Mexico's cool. It's a shame that, you know, everything that's going on with Mexico and all the drugs and all the horrible things that happen over there. It's really sad because Mexico could be such a cool country if they could just get their shit together. So, but they're fighting against the cartel, and the cartel are very, very, very hard to defeat because they get a lot more money. They probably have more money than the Mexican army combined. Like they make so much money, and like you take down one freaking cartel drug smuggling operation, and like 10 more get over the border. Like it's impossible the amount of crime that happens. But that's like Mexico City. You know what I mean? LED says, I went to Spain. Oh, you went to España. That's cool. How cool is that? And then Shellbell 10 got back to me. She said, honestly, I'm sure, like, sometimes it's better for young people, but sometimes it's better for people in their 40s and 50s and older. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, I don't know if England is a good place to go to if you're, like, young. Like, you'd probably want to go to, like, Thailand or, like, I don't know, maybe Japan, maybe, you know, but like, you can go to Italy if you're old and it's fine, but it's a lot harder. You know what I mean? It's harder to get around because your luggage is going with you, and like sometimes you get to your hotel and it's all stairs. So like if you're old, like we were in Italy and we saw older people there in the country, and they were like lost, like wandering around, like they're like, I don't know where we're going, I don't know what's going on. They look tired. Like no one's there to help them unless if you get to your hotel. But like in Italy, like you can go if you're older and it's fine, but like stick to certain parts because if you go to Rome, oh my gosh, it is so exciting, but like there's so much going on, it's overwhelming. And if you're old, like you got to be careful because people try to take advantage of you there. So there's definitely a lot of gypsies and scammers everywhere, and it's like you get bombarded with shit daily. LED says, should I do lyrics to Lonely Day by System of a Down? Go for it, that's fine. LED says, my needle is sharp, I just found out now with my hand. Yeah, you know, if you're messing with sharp stuff, careful with that. Forever Lurk 2 says, it would be harder for the U.S. military to destroy the cartels than the entire Mexican army, simply because they don't wear uniforms. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the cartel, it's so complicated. It's they're if they're already in America, it's just a matter of time before our own US police force can't even handle it. Because the cartel is all over they're all over the South, of course, but they're also in national parks. They operate in this is the crazy part, they operate in Native American territory and they get away with it. And then it's like the US, like the government tries to go there to like conduct operations against the cartel, and like good luck because the whole town probably already knows it, and they're just like, yeah, they pay better than you fuckers ever did, you know? So like the cartel, and they take advantage of the Native Americans. They come in like they're friends, and they're like, "Oh, it's good. We're gonna marry you. We're gonna help you make money. Da, da, da. Like fuck the white man. Da, 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 da." And it's like, man, you're gonna. It's a mess, and they're already up here. They're already up here, and that's really sad, man. Don't think there are some people profiting from the drug money. I don't know what that means, Rafi. Of course, there are people profiting from it. Absolutely. There's so much money to be made. It's a multi-billion-dollar organization, and all the money and the industry that goes into it. Oh yeah, there's so much money being made, and they pay better than any federal job you're ever gonna get. That's why they have so many police on their freaking Rolodex, because they could just call and make things disappear, or tell you to look the other way. Hey, you can check this drug shipment, but don't worry about this drug shipment. But this one, you really care about this drug shipment. Oh, you're going to get a lot on this one. But don't worry about the tons coming through on the railroad. Don't worry about that. Shellbell 10 says, I never get sleep. Oh, so you're a party girl, eh? Are you always out and about doing things? You're always busy, I'm guessing? Rafi MZ7SG says, politicians, maybe. Oh, yeah, the politicians. Do they know about it? Like, do they know about it? There's probably not many connections to them, because a lot of it's probably through, you know, hidden operations, or there's handshakes being done in certain back rooms. Like, we're never going to know about it. But in Mexico, all the time, they're always busting people there. They're always trying to do their best, but like, it just seems like a never-ending war with drugs. Forever Lurk 2 says much of the gang stuff that happened over the last few decades was the cartels. Yup, 100%, bro. The 1,000, yeah, and the cartels won. Yep. And there's a lot of holes in the desert. Yes, indeed. Yikes. Yes, indeed. Shellbell 10 says, I go to sleep at 1 a.m. and wake up at 4 a.m. What are you doing? Why are you waking up so early? Why are you, what? Because over there in England, it's a couple hours ahead of us. So, like, y'all are just starting your day. This should be your morning. LED says, such a lonely day, and it's mine, the most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day should be banned. It's a lonely day. I can't stand the most loneliest day of my life living. Loneliest. Oh my God, I can't even read that. So I'm just painting a plasma gun right now, if you're wondering what I'm doing. So, yeah. Forever Lurk 2, you and me could talk a lot, man. And we could talk a lot, dude. For sure. Yeah. It's all I gotta say is I'm anti-cartel. So I know they probably do a lot of good too. They're like, oh look, we give money to charity, and oh we own a lot of hotels. Like, they own probably everything in the Yucatan Peninsula. Anything that's touristy is probably owned by the cartels or something, you know. And there is like outside money in that too, but like they're basically the mafia, but like more violent. They're worse than the mafia. But I am anti-cartel personally. I don't think they do any good. I think they just muddle everything up, and they try to like paint on like, oh, but we do good. It's what every fucking terrorist says too. Like, oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing it because our people are oppressed. Like, come on, man. Forever Lurk 2 says that's just too emo for me, man. I don't do recreational sadness. Yeah. I think Ellie's doing lyrics to a song, so Shell Bell says it's 3:44 right now. PM or AM? I'm going to guess AM. So Retributor Gold. LED says it's not that emo. I'm just flapping about, yeah. He's just having fun. So now I'm doing some trim. So the gold trim that Space Marines are, especially Chaos Space Marines, there's trim everywhere. Gold trim on everything, black and gold. That's their colors. So I go through a lot of this paint. Oh, I use too much. Hold on. Oh. I got a little carried away with my paint. A little carried away. Oops. Let me get I gotta wipe this off. Quickly, quickly, before it dries. See, I make mistakes too. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Dang it. It'll be fine. Yeah, not laughing. Got a thing for Surge. Let's see. But the guys in the band are kind of fine. Who are you talking about? System of a Down, Ellie? You think they're fine? I guess I'm a guy, so I don't know. I don't know how to. He's kind of fine though. Interesting. Interesting. What women find attractive. I'll never understand it. But that's fine. Pun intended. You can like whoever you want, I guess. Forever Lurk 2 says, is he fine when he eats seeds as a pastime activity? The toxicity of our city, of our city. He eats seeds? What do you mean eats seeds? Like sunflower seeds or what? I actually don't know much about the members of System of a Down. I used to like them a lot when I was younger, but different generation, I guess. And then Shell Bell 10 says, I got no sleep last night. I was on my phone the whole night. Ooh, well, don't do that. Put your phone down, girl. Shell Bell, you gotta sleep. Sleeping is so important. I know, like, you're probably young, you're 20, so you're rolling your eyes, but, like, your mental development, the way you wake up the next day, like, all that shit will matter. And the older you get, like, sleep is very important. Lurk could tell you all about it too. He's an older gentleman, so he would definitely be like, "Yeah, sleep is very important." And I overslept today by accident. I didn't mean to. I'm an insomniac too, Shell Bell. So like, I take sleeping pills. Full disclosure, yeah, I'm on anti-insomniatic medication because I just fucked that brush up. I hate it when I drop brushes because then they're just toast. I'm a little shaky tonight. I don't know what it is. Usually I'm pretty steady, but I'm like really shaky tonight. It's weird. Hardly had any caffeine. It could be because I worked out today, so my muscles are kind of spasming. It's weird. LED says like most singers are fine as fuck. LED loves her music. LED, do you think the pink guy is attractive? Do you think pink guy is sexy? She's probably like, no, but oh no, not caffeinated can cause. Yeah, yeah. I had a good amount of caffeine today, like about the usual. But this is no caffeine, so. But I'm like, you can tell I'm like shake just a little bit. It's not like a really bad tremor, but yeah, I don't know. Shaking and painting is a terrible combination. I just need to relax. Drink some water. It's okay. Shellbell 10 says I might take a nap today. Probably a good idea. Don't get into the habit of it, you know. You do what you're going to do, but you know, not getting enough sleep will affect you in so many ways, like your heart will you'll get heart disease, all these issues that come from not sleeping properly. And it might not happen immediately, right? But like over years, it's going to start to wear on you and it sucks. And if you're not sleeping for a reason, then, you know, that's something you should talk to someone about. So, wait, that's why I'm shaking. I had 4 cups of coffee today. That's about what I have too, Ellie. So, yeah, I love caffeine. I'm an energy drink guy, but like I haven't had any since this morning. Well, afternoon because I woke up at 2. So that's probably why. Oops. I like my white monsters. That's my shit. I'm a military guy, so it's like I drink coffee black and my monster's white. Forever Lord 2 says half face right, right, leaning rest position, move, do 5 push-ups, the shakes will go away. All right, I'll do 5 push-ups. I can do 5 push-ups, hell yeah. I will try that. Just give me a second here. A little bit better. A little bit steadier. I'm going to do some push-ups though. Sometimes blood flow is a good thing. Sometimes it makes me shaky. I just hate it when I'm shaking. I paint because I make so many mistakes, and it's like fuck. And I have to try to fix it, and then it just gets worse. So all right. Yeah, I just need to drink water. Yeah, that too. Thank you, Shellbell. Yeah, I mean this has no caffeine in it, so A&W has none, and I'm just drinking water like Ice Mountain. I'm just getting shaky. I'm just a little anxious. I think I have to go to the bathroom too. If y'all wouldn't mind hanging out, is that allowed? Can I leave for a little bit and just be right back? You're not gonna ditch me? I mean, if you do, it's okay, but ugh. Don't hate me, guys. I'll be right back. I love you. Be right back, guys. think I'll do some push-ups too. All right. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for understanding. Oh, Euro! Hey, you're here. Oh my gosh, thank you. He's gone. Let's plan a revolt. Yes, finally. We're planning his demise. I had to go. It's for drinking water and stuff. Oh, Shellbell10 says I'm a sketch artist and my sketches are good. Well, that's good. You have a hobby too, I see. What's up, Euro? It's so good to see you, my friend. He's an OG on here, so everybody say hi. Euro's really cool. We're just hanging out tonight. We got some new subscribers, some new friends in the chat, people watching, hanging out, watching me paint. So I really appreciate everybody being here. It's a wonderful thing. Let's see. Now I gotta get some brown. So not that brown. Where is Rhinox Hide? Rhinox Hide, where are you? Ah, here it is, Rhinox Hide. Forever Lurk 2 says I'm jealous of people that can draw. Yeah. I can draw too. I don't do it as much. I paint more than anything. At least right now. But that's kind of my wheelhouse. I'm not good at anything else though, man. I mean, I wish I was multi-talented. I can't play a damn instrument to save my life. I can't dance. I could cook okay, I guess, but like just basic stuff. So I'm a man of very few talents, so that's why I'm on YouTube. At least this is something I'm good at. So I'm a full-time artist. Forever Like 2 says I could paint the shit out of a mini though. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I never thought I'd be good at it, to be honest. I never did. That's why I didn't get into it for so long, because I was scared like, oh, I'm gonna mess it up. It's gonna look like shit. And I was so scared because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna screw it up. It's gonna look like ass, and then I bought some minis just to test it out. I bought a couple paint brushes. I bought some paint from Citadel, and I was like, well, I'm going to experiment and see what I can do. So I painted some orcs, and I did okay. I did better than I thought, and I was like, huh. I mean, it took me way too long to paint the most like basic stuff, by the way. I was like, do I paint really slow, or is everybody painting slow? Like, I don't know. But it took me like way too long to paint just a couple orcs or little grotlings, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude. And like trying to get that green right was also really hard, so I just ended up going with my own way of painting it. And I used Nuln oil. Ew. I used Nuln oil on it, and I don't know, it looked okay. And then I got some humans, some chaos cultists, and I painted those, and that's when I was like, you know what? I think I'm pretty good at this. I think I'm pretty happy. I think I understand how to do this, and I think I'm getting better. And then I just started painting Space Marines, and it took me like a month to finish just like a couple humans, like way too long. Now I'm painting a lot faster, but and my quality's gone up a good amount. It's not like I'm amazing. I'm not EV Metal or anything like that, or Elmistria out of Italy. He's probably one of the best freaking painters I've ever seen for mini painting, by the way. If you don't follow him for mini painting, that's the guy. El Ministeria. That guy is a legend. That guy is a painting god. So Shellbell 10 said, oh, let's see. I'm sorry. Forever Lord 2 says I paint minis and shoot 1-inch groups. My skills, hell yeah. I wish I could shoot 1-inch groups, man. Maybe I don't shoot as much as I probably should, but like I'm decent at it. I'm not bad. I'm pretty good. LED says I can cook dino nuggets in an air fryer. Fuck yeah. Euro says when I started, Uh, oh, was the shit, bro. I couldn't even cook a damn pancake. Oh, yeah, yeah. And then Shell Bell 10 says I paint, sketch and practice my ballet and my French and play French horn. Dang. We got ourselves a multi-talented girl from UK. Oh my gosh, Shell Bell 10. Wowzers, look at you. Look at you. And she does ballet? Oh my gosh. And she travels the world? A guy's gotta be like, is she single? Like LED says I can't cook, but my BF does the cooking. Yeah, I do the cooking around the house. So for me and my wife, I do the cooking. So not all the time. Sometimes I'm like, let's just order takeout or just do something simple, but I usually do it. And then Shellbell 10 says, this is why I don't sleep, because you got so much going on. Yeah, no kidding. LED says, bro, same. Sleep sucks ass. That's why I drink at night. Oh my gosh. Euro said, I just turned 20 and I train with a BB gun. Oh, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. I'll shoot a BB gun. I've shot real guns and I shoot BB guns, dude. I'll shoot an airsoft gun. I don't care. It's fun. You know, like I've shot snipers, I've shot machine guns, I've shot pistols, I've shot revolvers, I've shot tiny calibers all the way up to the biggest caliber you could probably think of. And I've had my freaking shoulder just about blown out doing it. But I'll still like pick up an airsoft gun and shoot that. It's still fun. So it's okay. Hell, I'll even shoot a Nerf gun. Nerf guns are fun too. Yep. Forever Lurk 2 says Shell Bell is all cultured and shit, hanging out with the trailer park crowd. LOL. Yeah. Yeah, she is refined. She is a lady from London. So I'm glad Shell Bell's in here. She's hanging out with the peasants. So thank you for joining us, Shell Bell 10. We are not worthy. But thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. And then Euro says, yeah, they're awesome. I know, right? Yeah, they're fun, dude. I started shooting little BB guns when I was a kid, and I used to shoot at, little animals, and it's not right, but, I don't do that anymore, but I used to. And then I target practice, like shooting with my friends, like little cans and stuff, and like glass and jars or whatever, So like that was fun. And then LED says my mom is over. Oh, your mom just got there. LED's mom. Yay. Hi, LED's mom. Good. You got to go, LED? Got to go hang out with mom? It's okay if you do. Yeah, tell your mom a guy from Texas says hello. Yeah, literally. She's like, what? What? LED says I'm 22 and she's asking me to sit on her lap. Well, thank you. Did she dress up like Santa Claus? Ho, ho, ho. Are there any little girls in here that... Euro says, to be honest, I'm going to join the FBI. Go for it, man. I know a guy who's in the FBI. He's in cybercrimes division. I went to college with him. He's in New Mexico, which I do not envy that. But I would join SWAT. That's what I would do. SWAT, or I'd be like cybercrimes division. Like that's pretty cool too, But yeah, FBI they're not what they used to be. They're really not. They got a lot of controversy, a lot of problems, but yeah, the FBI is cool. If you want to join them, man. Go for it, dude. I think they're probably one of the best federal agencies that are in America, if that says anything. So you join the FBI, you could pretty much go anywhere. LED says, no, I don't need to go. She's watching football. Oh, okay. She watching the Bills? Are the Bills playing? Or are you guys Patriots fans? Well, her, I should say. She grew up in New York, so I wasn't sure. Or if you're Jets, you might be Jets. I don't know. Is she a Jets fan? Like, I'm a Bears fan. I'm from Chicago originally, so I like the Chicago Bears, even if they suck or they're doing okay right now. But LED says, I don't know, I'm not paying attention. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe you knew what your mom's favorite football, team is. I'm gonna guess Jets. Probably Jets. Forever Alert 2 says, I would never be a cop nowadays. Yeah, dude, that's true too. Too much liability. Just join the military service. You could do 4 to 6 years, then apply for the FBI. Yeah, you could do that too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Euro says, I love your streams. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I like my streams too. Thank you. You're the best. Oh, thank you very much, Euro. You're awesome. Oh. Forever Alert 2 says, is a Packers fan. Grr. Oh, yeah, you like the Packers? Go Pack. Hey, when they won the Super Bowl, I was definitely cheering them on. So full admittance. When they won the Super Bowl, I was like, holy shit, they just won. Like, that was a big deal. I watched all those games, but I'm a Bears fan, so I gotta talk shit about the Packers. The Cheese Packers. If you didn't know, that's why they're called the Packers, because they were cheese was packed up there, so they called themselves the Packers. One of the biggest industries up there. I like Wisconsin cheese, we'll say. And they got the Milwaukee Brewers. That's a pretty good team. I'm a Chicago Cubs fan myself. So, and then LED said, "Bro, my favorite anime character just died." No. What show, LED? Oh no. Now what will you do? Don't you hate it when your favorite characters die? Oh, MHA, gotcha. That's what you're watching. That's right. And then Forever Alert 2 says, I lived in a small city south of Green Bay. When I was a kid, the meat packers, we packed meat. We still pack meat. So many jokes. Yeah, no kidding. At least you're not the fudge packers. I'm sure you get that. Oh my god. How bad would it have been if like the Packers are literally called like, oh yeah, it's because we pack fudge, like way back in the day, and they never thought anything more of it. And then today it's like, oh yeah. Did you know how they started was they were called the Fudge Packers? Everyone's just giggling in the background, like dying. Oh my gosh. Uh Hey them Brahmi 6290. I do remember you. Yes, I do. I do remember you. Welcome back, my friend. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the hearts and for the likes and the thumbs and the subscribes. This helps my channel a lot. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. So, and y'all make it possible. Thank you so much. LED said watch it again. And then Euro said sorry my Wi-Fi was bad. You probably had to log off, log back on. LED said his name was Shigarakai. He's fine as fuck. Hey, hey, them Brahmi says hi. Hey, welcome back, friend. And then the Chiefs got shitted on with the Cowboys. Oh, did they? No kidding. I did not know that. Dang, the Chiefs. Oof. Interesting. Isn't that interesting whenever they like play it's like, oh yeah, of course they're gonna win. Then it's like an unexpected, like, what? You just say they won? The Cowboys? They just beat the Chiefs? What? LED says, my eyes, it happened again. Ellie, did you freaking dump the sugar into your eyes again? Even though you just said you wouldn't do that. Yeah. I can't be the dad. I don't want to be the dad. I'm not that old yet. Did you find out that needles are sharp with your eye? Yeah, don't be doing that either. Hey them Brahmi says, "What are you doing?" I am painting. I am painting a plasma gun today. So I know it doesn't focus very well, so it's hard to see it. But painting a plasma gun. That's what I'm doing today. Ray Sill. I'll say Ray Sill. Hey them Rami. I remember you like had me list off every character from MHA or whatever. We're just hanging out today here, friends. So welcome back. Welcome back. Elle, are you okay? Sorry if I'm not talking. I'm just looking at my subject here while painting. Um, hey them Rami says, "Hi, how old are you?" I am 34, unfortunately. How old are you? LED says, "I tried to dump the powder in my eyes. Tried to dump the powder in my mouth, but I got in my eyes." LED, ay ay ay. I hope you're okay. Shell Bell 10 says, "I'm excited for Christmas. Yay, Christmas. I love Christmas. I love Christmas too, Shell Bell. That's awesome." Yeah, we already got a lot of presents for a lot of our folk and family. So we started that up already. And we know where we're going. We're going to Arizona. So we go to visit family down there. It's a desert, by the way. So very different from Minnesota. And Minnesota is cold. So it's very snowy here. You got snow in England? There, Shell Bell. You got any snow? Over here, we got like 3 inches right now, like 3 inches of snow. I don't know what that is in millimeters or centimeters, but what else we got going on here? Honestly, I just like to decorate my tree, not Christmas presents. Really, that's your thing. Interesting. We're not putting up a tree this year just because we're just too busy. Just got too many things going on. LED says, "What do I do?" LED, you know what to do. Go to the shower or go to the sink with warm water and flush your eyes out carefully, okay? Don't blink too much or it's going to make it worse. Forever Lurk 2 says all the grandkids are coming to the house for Xmas this year. That's fun. Yeah, that's good. Good. Yep. I love it when family showed, like the good family, they show up and you guys just have a good old time. Love it. Euro says just got back from watching Five Nights at Freddy 2. Oh, you really? How was it, man? Don't ruin it for us. But how did the movie go? A girl that I'm following, she went to go see the premiere in Hollywood, so yeah, kind of funny too because I never see her watching that type of movie, but she like watched it. I was like, what the hell? She's watching Five Nights at Freddy's. She's some like posh rich girl, you know. She's like, oh, here at the premiere in Chinaman, China Palace or whatever, and I'm like, what the heck? LED says, oh God, it must hurt really bad. All right, Ellie, go take care of your eyes. I tried, it's not working. Well, keep trying. I'm sorry. Ouch. And then Shellbell 10 says my cousins might come this year. Oh, yeah, the ones from the US? Shellbell says, yep, yep. Oh, that's good. Have they, because you go and visit them, have they ever come to visit you? it's coming along nicely now. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm just concentrating on painting. But I will read your comments. Oh yeah, that's looking real good now. I'm doing some good cleanup work. Shovel 10 says they're twins and they're 18. Oh God. Are they two boys or two girls? Or a boy and a girl? Forever Lurk 2 says we need to start a GoFundMe for LED. We need to get her a helmet and some bubble wrap. Yeah, and some goggles too. And then LED says, okay, but don't hate. I want more of the powder. It's sour and good. Well, go for it, LED. Just maybe close your eyes when you do it. I don't know. And then like, I don't know. I don't know. And then Shell Bell 10 says rarely because of the distance. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Well, that's fun. They're coming up to visit you. That's really cool. I haven't seen my cousins in a while, so I'll be seeing them this year. I like my cousins. They're cool. We play poker together. We play rummy together. Stuff like that. So we like to play video games sometimes. So it's always good whenever you see the cousins because they're like the same age as us. We go shooting too. So we go out into the Arizona desert and just shoot guns at stuff safely, sort of as safe as we can be. LED says, but I want it. I have an idea. I pour the. Oh God, don't do that. Ellie, you can do whatever you want. Never mind. I don't know why I'm telling you what to do. I'm not your dad. You know, do what you want to do. Shovel 10 says boys and they're annoying. Ooh. That's if you're 20 and they're 18, like I don't know, man. I hope it's it's like if I had a cousin that was if I'm a young man, and I'm like, oh, you're like kind of my cousin, but you're like kind of not. Like, I hope it's not like that, but I hope it's not like that, right? Furler 2 says one of my cousins is in Ukraine right now doing army things. He's kind of nuts. Oh yeah, that's damn. Yeah, that's. I've actually watched some documentaries about people who served from the U.S. military went over to Ukraine, and a lot of them complained, and they said that it's not the same as like being in the U.S. military because in Ukraine, the way that they fight wars is so centralized. Like they don't use decentralization enough. So it's a lot of it's like waiting for orders and like just a lot of bullshit that they're like, look, the enemy's right fucking there. Or they'd go on suicide missions. Like the leadership is just incompetent and inexperienced in Ukraine. Just some of the people telling their stories, like a Marine who went over there and people stole his guns and like he ended up with like a crappy AK and he's like, I brought all this stuff here, like night vision goggles, and it all went missing. Like it just and he went over there like 3 times and he's like, it freaking sucks to go here because you're just tossed in with the regular troops and like he's like, I don't really feel like I'm doing my part. You know what I mean? So there's some different experiences. Maybe it's good for your cousin over there. Maybe he enjoys it. Um, Sounds like an interesting thing. I'd rather go to Israel personally and fight the Holy War. I think that's a lot cooler. But yeah, I could justify that at least. Forever Lurk 2 says, if you are 18 and still annoying, you have not been punched hard enough yet. Yeah, that's true. That's true too. Chebel 10 says they are boys and annoying and they love to game, but I don't have gaming stuff for them. Oh boy. Uh, so What are they going to be playing with? If you know what I mean. I hope they're like, oh well, what do we do? Oh darn. Okay, you like the game? Okay, good. All right, that's good. Do they play Warhammer at all? Showbell 10? Do they like Warhammer? 40K? Forever Lurk 2 says, send them to my ranch. I have stuff for them to do. Yeah. Put them to work. That's funny. The fence needs fixing and the cows need brought home. Home on the range. Where the deer and the antelope play. James Tactics says hi. Hi, what's up, James Tactics? Thank you for joining. Hey, good to see you as always. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if anybody likes this content. I like having all of you here. LED says, I need to make new coffee now. All right, go make some coffee. I kind of want coffee too. That sounds kind of good. I appreciate the hearts. Thank you. Yay. James Tactics says, I agree with that statement, James Tactics. 100%, bro. LED says, I shouldn't have poured the powder in it. Yeah, you're trying to experiment. You're like, I wonder if this will be good. You could probably put it in like energy drinks, it would be good. There's like Sour Patch gummy energy drinks. Have you seen those yet? I've had a sip of one or two of them and I'm like, nope, this ain't me. My wife likes them though, so that's her thing. She likes Sour Patch, sour gummies, sour freaking everything. James Tactics then says, seven. 7 RDX 7 7 RD 7 7. James Tactics is on the monster. He is on the very same Sour Patch Kids energy drinks that I'm talking about right now, as you can clearly see. Yes. And then LED says, I have 5 cases of Monster. Hell yeah, that's my girl. 5 cases of Monster. Fuck yeah. That's like all I drink. That and coffee. Black coffee and white Monster. That's it. And I like my pop too. Fair. All right. I like my pop. I like my A&W. I like my Dr. Pepper. I love my Coke Zero. So I don't have sugar. I try to limit my sugar intake. So just because of multiple reasons, but try to keep my teeth nice. So far, so good. So I haven't. The only one I ever lost was because of a fight I got into, but that was years ago. I'll be right back. I got to get another napkin. This gold is just leaking like crazy. So 1 minute. Ugh. All right, I'm back. It's the problem with these painting pots from Citadel is they're terrible. I like the dropper bottles personally, but I love the paint that Citadel is. So also I'm gonna stand up this table real quick. I got a sit stand, so let's see here. Come on. Come on, bro. There we go. Oh, it's better. Now I'm standing. Now we plan to fight him. Oh my god. I'm going to take my nap soon. That's okay, Shellbell. Go ahead and go to sleep, okay? That's fine. Yeah, I came back super soon. Yeah. Trying to plan the revolution. I love it. What are we doing today, Pinky? Well, what are we going to do today, Brian? The same thing we do every day. We try to take over the world. Oh my god. I'm dead. Yeah, it was just a real quick high and by. Just had to grab a new cloth because the other one just got destroyed. Almost done painting this. At least the bare metal of it. I still got to do the glowing effect of the plasma, so that's hard to do. James Tactic says, the first time I had Mountain Dew, I went crazy and I said, more happy juice. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my god. We love our Mountain Dew here. It's the most, like, one of the most American things ever. Happy juice. You ever have the Code Red, James? You ever have Code Red? I don't know if they still make that or not, but our Code Red was a big deal back in my day, like Gamer Fuel Code Red. LED says, what kind of monster should I have? Forever Lurk said, the kind that avoids your eyes. LED says, it'll probably end up in my eyes. Oh my gosh. All right, Shellbell. Thank you so much for stopping in. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. I might not. So just a heads up. I got other videos I'm working on. But I'll see you around. Thank you very much, Shellbell, for stopping by. All right, bye. James Tactic says, I was a little okay. I don't drink energy drinks. I'm 8. Yeah, don't drink energy drinks. They'll give you a heart attack. Not till you're like older, dude. Don't touch that crap. I'm telling you. And it's very addictive. Trust me, I know. And then Idiot Tix Official says, "Yo, have you heard of Space King?" Of course, I've heard of Space King. Absolutely. Yeah, I've heard of Space King. I am aware. Yep. That's funny. James Tactics says, I don't drink Mountain Dew. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. That's fine, man. And then LED says, maybe like the Black Monster. Did they make Black Monster? That'd be sweet if they did. I don't know what flavor it would be, but because they have White Monster, which is that is my everything. My White Monster is, if I don't have White Monster in the morning, it is a problem. And I will go out and I will buy the fucking White Monster. It's so bad. I am highly addicted to it. I have an addictive personality, so luckily I don't do drugs or anything, or else I'd be on the streets by now. Fuck. But I grew up around drugs, unfortunately, and all that shit, so I have chosen not to make that a part of my life. Freaking. What do I think about Space King? You want to know my real opinion, bro? You're probably going to hate me. Forgive me. All right? Look, I love 40K. All right? I like the 40K of the Grim Darkness. I like taking it seriously, but I'm okay with like memes and jokes and like it's fucking funny. But at the same time, I respect 40K and its lore so much that I watched Space King 1, I watched Space King 2, and I was like, all right, I get it. Eh. Like, I was kind of turned off by it. I know you're probably going to hate that, and I'm sorry. That's my opinion. I don't care that much about Space King. I understand it. It is kind of funny, but I don't think it's that funny. You know what I mean? Like I respect 40K so much that I watch it and I'm like, "Oh, I see what you guys are doing. It's a parody. It's very funny." And I have to say it's decently well done, you know, but it's so stupid. So I guess it's like what part of 40K do you like? Like I don't know. For me, I watch it and I'm like, all right, it's like kind of funny, but it's not like that funny, you know. Let's see here. James Tactics says, "Remember that shirt? Yours said pee pee poo poo." Hell yeah, I love that shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts. James Tactics. It's so stupid. I know it's stupid, and I wear it, and I wear it with pride. So, and now I'm wearing a Space Force shirt because it's funny. So I like funny T-shirts. Sometimes I wear like scary T-shirts or like more serious, you know, like stuff like that. But you know, for the most part, I like to have fun. Like me and my wife, we like to have fun. We're not lame. We try to have, you know, do things and go out and meet people, and we crack jokes all the fucking time. My wife has dark humor like I do because she's a nurse, so we crack jokes all the time. We're always having fun, like pretty much no matter wherever we go. And it's just a good way to get through life. Sometimes it's stressful, and like don't get me wrong, I've had many times where I'm like, fuck my life, this sucks. But God, this fucking gold is getting everywhere. But yeah. No, I like my stupid shirts. So I love it. All right, more let's see. LED says my wife is coffee, my husband is monster. That's so funny. Forever Lord 2 says so many bad jokes, remind self there's an 8-year-old here. Yeah, the thing is, Forever Lurk 2 is like this is meant for like adults only. Like I specifically like press that, you know what I mean? Because but then like they get in here somehow anyway. So it's like what am I supposed to do about it? You know what I mean? Like this is not a family friendly channel. It's not supposed to be. So like this isn't something you could be like, "All right, kids, sit down. We're going to watch fucking this guy paint and swear and crack jokes about fucking Mexicans." Like that's just you know, it's like it's bad, but here like that's how I want to be. And you know, if there's kids that join this, like even though I say they have to be 18, like somehow they still get in. I don't know how. I don't know if they lie when they're asked their age and they're just like, "Yeah, I was born in fucking 1975 or something" because it's funny. Like I used to do that too. So, um and then Idiot Official said it's understandable. People have their own opinion. I'm new to the 40K, and that show is the reason I'm getting into it to see if I can understand what exactly they're. Okay, that's cool, man. Hey, thank you for not being like dumb about it, man. That's actually pretty mature for you to just be like, hey, I understand it. Like, you know, yeah, because like 40K is there's so much to it, and Space King is like a parody of it, you know, like they're trying to make fun of it, and like Space King is supposed to be the emperor of mankind and all that, and like sending them out on missions to like destroy everything is very 40K because it's grimdark. So like whoever started Space King was like, how do we parody it as much as possible without getting like taken down, because GW's kind of weird about it, and they if they see that you're taking on their IP and you're misrepresenting them, they're going to try to take down your channel, and that happened a lot. Like Emperor Text to Speech, which was like goated as fuck, but it was a lot of like funny stuff and like but they were representing the actual characters and calling them and like saying like, oh, it's the emperor. Oh, these are the this is his everything about like, oh, this is a Primarch. These are Space Marines. Yada yada yada. Like GW basically said like, you're done. You're not making videos about that anymore, and they basically took them down. So Space King is kind of a way for them to get around it until GW sees it as a problem, and hopefully they don't try to take them down because like it's it's kind of freedom of speech a little bit. I mean, I think it should be protected. Like if they want to make a parody of something, it should be allowed. But sometimes Games Workshop's a little gay about it. So um, we'll see what happens. But just be prepared for Space King to all of a sudden disappear because of like court filings and stupid stuff like that. So I also saw that there's Space King's minis, which is actually really funny. So I will say that is hilarious. They decided to make their own minis, and I saw people like showing them off in like the 40K like subreddits or like in the 40K Facebook groups that I follow. People are like, "Behold, it is Space King," and it's really funny. So I like it for that, but I respect the lore of 40K so much that like I watch Space King and I'm like, ha 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 ha. And then after a while, I'm like, all right, I get it. Okay, ha 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 ha. You know, you kind of get over it after a little minute. But hey, I'm Mexican. Make those jokes. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god, man. Well, I'm glad you're a good sport, bro. That's maturity right there. You're not all fucking dumb about it and gay about it. You're like, no, I feel offended. No, dude, it's like make those fucking jokes, dude. Hell yeah. So if you ever want to paint plasma on a gun, you start off with a nice base white. So I use what is this? Corax white? Yeah, Corax white is a Citadel paint. Really good white. I do it once or twice, let it dry, and then I'm probably gonna make this glowing green. I could make it orange, but I like green. I think green looks good, so I'm gonna do it green. But yeah, that's how you do plasma guns. If you didn't know, and you just layer it up, and there's like certain ways to do it. It's crazy. Um, let's see here. But I'm the jokes kid. It's okay, James Tactics. All right, that's fine, bro. And then LED says my eyes are not safe anymore. Forever Alert 2 says I have a bad joke about Black Monster and what I tasted like with sour powder. I successfully resisted the Slanesh intrusion. That's hilarious. Why did I not think of that? And I have a pretty dirty mind. That's funny as fuck. LED says I bought a huge bag of the stuff. The sour candy is made out of TikTok shops. That's why I have so much. Oh, okay. Oops. It got you, huh? Oh, idiot. Tix official says the creators of it are massive fans of 40K, like OG fans. Oh, I didn't know that. Also, those are fan made ones, but they literally just released an official one today that's painted and one unpainted. No shit. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I know. I've seen a lot of like fan made ones. It's pretty funny. Yep. Oh my god, Space King. They're like kill like the first episode they kill all the little soft aliens, but then they're like, oh shit, we're not supposed to kill them. Like they just purged them all, and it's just crazy. Oh man, they're looking for Space King. We must find Space King. Yeah, but if you want to start your lore, if you want to learn more about 40K, idiot ticks official. Sorry if I'm saying your freaking username because I don't know your real name. You don't have to tell me, but if you really want to start 40K, like where do you start watching about 40K, like the lore? Start with Cadia. Start with the Battle of Cadia. So that's humans against the Black Legion and against the Chaos. Like look up that shit, bro. if you like army and if you like tanks, you like monsters, fucking aliens, orcs. I mean, a lot of the battles that the Imperial Guard goes through is a good way to like introduce yourself to the setting. But if you read or if you watch videos about Cadia, it'll give you a good idea of like the sense of urgency and this the scale of violence that is 40K. Where did I start? I started by reading the Space Marine Ultramarines Omnibus when I was in Afghanistan. I picked up a book and it was the Ultramarines Omnibus, and I read it, and like being in the military and like on a combat deployment, I read that whole thing from start to finish and I loved every second of it. So like that's another good way to start, is to read or to watch videos about the Ultramarines. Yeah, they get a lot of flack and like people talk shit about them and everything, but like they're actually pretty important for the setting. And if you want a good idea of like who the good guys are, then that's a good one to look up and understand how they battle all the horrors of war that are in the world. And then the Imperial Guard are just super dark, grim, dark as shit, and it's just terrible, all the things that humans have to go through in the 41st millennium. But if you want to look up some lore and learn about it, dude, like Ultramarines, anything, and then like anything with Cadia or anything with Astra Militarum, which are like the guard, right? Like the Imperial Guard. Just look up stuff about that. And then you can go down and another one I would recommend is to learn about the Siege of Terra. So that's like all of Chaos combining their forces to take on the Emperor of Mankind and to overthrow him by having Horus Lupercal to supersede him as the rightful and correct Emperor of Mankind, which is fucking dumb, by the way. Yeah, other good guys are the Salamanders. Absolutely, yeah. The Salamanders are cool. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, Salamanders are badass. So you can learn about the Salamanders. They're good guys. They're like probably some of the best. But there's not many of them, right? Like a lot of them died for multiple reasons, and it's because they're so good that they would sacrifice their own space marines just to save some humans. Like if there's a human or like an entire, squad of humans that are cut off from everybody else, and the Imperial Guard are like, well, I guess it's a loss. We can't go save them, so they're all going to die. Salamanders are like, fuck that, sally up, boys. We're going to get them, and it doesn't matter what happens. We are Space Marines. We are here to do the work. We are here to protect humanity, and we will at any cost protect humans or go and save them. And like that's pretty righteous, But they're not like perfect either. They're not like the most perfect. Like they don't get along with other legions too. That's the thing. They don't get along with all their brothers. Um, but they're really cool. I could tell you so much about them. Oh my gosh, I can nerd out so hard right now about the Salamanders. They're not even my favorite faction. They're not. Um, I'm a big Night Lords fan, but yeah. I also like the Space Wolves as much as they get shit too. Space Wolves are pretty badass, man. Ultramarines, pretty badass. So yeah, they're like the good guys. They're the poster children. They're everywhere. But like, if you read a lot about Ultramarines, or if you understand what they're going up against, there's the 500 Worlds campaign that's happening with GW, and where they're taking a lot of Warhammers. This 500 Worlds is basically going to be 11th edition, is what it is. You might want to understand what that means. So if you understand the Ultramar system, and if you understand Rabute Gilliman and his motivations, and how he's basically one of the only Primarchs left that got resurrected, essentially, by Belisarius Cawl, and his project to reawaken him as a Primarch, then you'll understand the urgency that they are with trying to stave off the Nids and to fight against the Orcs, and the powers of chaos are once again assembling under, Abaddon. So there's a whole bunch to this world that I could tell you about Ignacium. And I don't even know everything either. So, but I'm a big lore nerd for sure. But again, I don't know everything. So, Forever Lurk 2 says, yes, they actually save civilians. Yes, they do. Yeah, they actually like go out of their way to like save the normal everyday people, and I can respect that because they're demigods. They're better than humans technically, but they see it as if we don't save the little guy, if we don't actually fight for humans, which are the actual imperium of mankind, like they were all humans at one time. They were all little boys, right? Like they had families, they had home worlds, they had history, and like if you don't save the little guys, then what are you fighting for? You know what I mean? Like, and I can respect that out of the salamanders because they realize that. They're like, if we don't do this, then we're no good than what our enemy is. Our enemy is, a lot of them are mindless. A lot of them are evil for evil's sake. And a lot of them don't care about their own people. They just, they just want to destroy. They just want to conquer. But humans are, I mean, I'm not saying humans are like the best people in the entire setting. Some could argue Tau are like the good guys, but are they really? Are they? So, I can go talk about Tau all day too. I don't know as much about the Tau, but like I can nerd out about the Tau too. So, but I don't like the Tau personally. I'm not a huge fan of them. I guess they have their place in the setting, even though they kind of feel out of place in the setting. But the Tau with their like suits of art, like battle suits and shit, like they're kind of cool, I guess, in that way. So let me see what we got going on. LED says, such a lonely day, and it's mine, and the most loneliest day of my life. Okay. Some more songs. LED says, ow, my ear holes. Now what? Oh my gosh. Forever Lurk 2 says, not my favorite either. I love Du Bois. Yeah, green and gruesome. I lift the drops on your heads. Your asses. Wah. And Papa Nurgle. Oh, that's cool, dude. Yep. Oh, it's badass. So I like Astra Militarum and I like Chaos. So it's kind of a weird mix. Um, I don't have any Nurgle type. I'm Chaos Undivided for right now, but I'm kind of leaning towards Corn. Not gonna lie. So I just like their minis, and I think they're fucking badass. So, and they're kind of fun. But the orcs are really cool too. So those are the first minis I ever painted were like little orcs. So that's how I kind of got started into it. And then I painted humans, and I was like, this is actually really cool to paint humans. I kind of enjoy it. As weird as it sounds, and I paint Space Marines, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of cool. I like painting Space Marines. They're badass. But I like having stories behind each of them, like, oh, this is the squad leader, or oh, this is the machine gunner. They have their place in the whole operation of things. So it's like my own head canon. Why is my music so loud? Ailstorm yelled, fuck you" at me. Oh my gosh. Uh, that's a really long username. God bless you live. Thank God I can cry again. Well, thank you for joining. I eat like English British. What does that even mean? James Tactics says, dude. Forever Lurk 2 says, don't like the Tau, space commies and Gundam suits to get into the Japanese markets. Yeah, I think we all know and agree. Yeah, I agree with you. Forever Lurk. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's call it what they are. They're little fish heads. And they're all there for the greater good. Yeah, they're little freaking space commies is what they are. I'm not a big fan of them. I'm really not. So they're interesting, but they don't really belong in the 40K universe. They're not grim dark enough. They're not. They're not. I know they're supposed to be like the good guys and like, oh, but they have battle suits and like all this shit, but like they don't belong here. They belong like Battle Mech or like Star Wars, or they belong in a different universe completely. So I mean, they're here. Oh well, they're not going to go away anytime soon. Um, like GW can't just kill them off. I mean, they could, but that would piss a lot of fans off, so they're not going to do that yet. And then he said, I eat meat like English British. What does that even mean, dude? And then LED says I have to Google something. All right, go ahead and Google it. Go ahead. What do you got to Google? What are you doing? Are you making a recipe or something? Or are you trying to figure out, like, what are you trying to do, Ellie? So plasma gun's getting there. Plasma rifle is definitely getting there. I got to paint his arm. And then I'm going to actually start painting the plasma of the gun to make it look like it's glowing. I'm okay at it. I'm not. No, I wish I was better at it, but I'm not. But what you want to do is I have something called Tesseract Green. Tesseract Glow, I'm sorry. So Tenjiro Commando says, hi, how's it going, buddy? Welcome back. Mix this up. Go. Come on, it's mixing up. I hate Citadel paint pots. They suck. I have to clean them off every once in a while, or else they start doing this crap. You probably know what I'm talking about, Lurk. You probably don't even use Citadel. Maybe you use Citadel. I don't know. What do you use? LED says, nope, I'm looking at System of a Down pictures. Oh, good. Ellie loves System of a Down. That is like, she is obsessed. I got a mixing ball in here, so LED says they're fine. Yes, Ellie. That's gonna happen. Yeah. We're good. I've done that multiple times. Forever Lurk 2 says, I have a little of everything from everyone for my paints. I have my favorite color from different. Yeah, I'm trying to build that list up too, actually. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what mine are. Citadel paints so far are good. I have Vallejo for like basing, like doing basing material, and Vallejo's performed very well in that way. I haven't had luck with like painting armor. Like you have to thin it down or do it a certain way. I just haven't had any luck with that. It's been kind of weird. LED says, don't make fun of me. I like what I like. Okay, LED. I don't think us making fun of you is going to matter anyway. So, LED says, question. And Mental Raccoon Glass, hey, welcome back. Hello. Just stop to say hi off to bed. All right, brother. Hey, if you could give me a thumbs up before you go, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. Forever Lurk 2 says, I've been on and off 40K playing since we only had the Rogue Trader. Oh, that's the original. Red Compendium and White Dwarf magazines. Holy shit. Are you looking forward to 11th edition? What do you think? Because you've been around for on and off for a while. I mean, it's time consuming too, right? Like, don't get me wrong. This is a very time consuming hobby. So I guess it is what you make of it. So if you put a lot of time into it, then yeah. What are you hoping 11th edition is going to be like? I feel like they're going to do a lot of the like defenders and attackers kind of thing that they are doing. And then I've watched some of the 10th edition play with like the updated rules, and there's like little like what is it like? It's not like sabotage, but it's like you're planting bombs, like almost like capture the flag kind of. I wonder if they're going to do that with Warhammer 11th edition. Now I'm painting the glow. So I use Warp Stone Glow to start. You can see I'm starting to put the green on there. Really vibrant, pops a lot. Justin Dawkins says, hi. Hi, Justin. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Oh my gosh. If you wouldn't mind subscribing and hit the like, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. If you're in the chat or if you're listening to this, if you have not subscribed, please do. It helps me a lot. I'm trying to get to 500. So that's my goal. I'm almost to 200, which is really exciting. So, and I'm doing it organic. I'm doing it freaking the hard way, but I really appreciate it. Forever Lurk 2 says, I haven't actually played for years, just thinking about getting back into it since I'm retired now and have time and money. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. I'm disabled, so I'm a veteran, combat disabled. So like I don't have a job, but this is what I do, among other things too, right? But yeah, I mean, this is kind of like what I fell into. I don't know how. Maybe because I like sci-fi, maybe because I'm a nerd. Um, but it's done good things for me. Like I'm glad that I get to like paint again and I get to be artistic again, and I like reading the stories about 40K and learning about the universe, and it's been really cool. So I'm glad you're still keeping your foot in the door, you know? So you're what they call a gray beard is what you're called, sir. It means you've been around for a hot minute, you've seen a lot, and you have a pretty good understanding of it all. So maybe you don't game as much, but if you want to get back into it, you can, man. I I just hope you can find like adults, and that's what I like about 40K is that there's a lot of adults in this game. Like it's not like Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like I've seen Pokemon tournaments, and there's like a lot of kids there, and then there's like the older kids, but like there's no adults playing Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like, but at least 40K has that level of sophistication and complexity that it actually takes like brain cells to play the damn game and to like do everything. So like it's kind of an adult only thing, and I like that. And like Magic the Gathering is almost like that too, you know what I mean? Like Magic the Gathering is kind of like a card game but for adults. Sure, you could say poker and like all that stuff is also for adults, no doubt, but that's like a different type of gameplay. But like for tabletop simulation, I really feel like Warhammer is kind of where it's at for adults, like older people. You know, I'm not old. I'm like 34. But if I were to go to a 40K tournament, I'll probably see a lot more people who are my age than like younger people. So another reason why I like Warhammer. So, and I hope they keep it that way. I don't want kids getting overly involved. Like I know there's people who teach their kids how to play 40K and like that's different. But like I don't want to go to a tournament and it's like full of a bunch of kids being like, "Oh, I skippity roll 6 and all of your fucking skippity ultramarines die. Ha ha ha." Like, "Oh my god, kill me." So, Forever Lurk 2 says, "I'm not a graybeard. I'm still a thunderer. I know your I know I know your dwarf reference." Oh yeah, okay. Oh, that's cool, man. No disrespect, but it's just like, oh, you're older, you're called a graybeard. You're like a wizard, you know. Wizard Harry. So you've been doing it for a while. LED says anyway, there's sing about kids and it's weird. Like he sings about how he's been fucked. Like bro die, nobody cares. Anyway, corn or talking about corn, gotcha. Gail Valencia, hello. Hey, hello, friend. Thank you for joining. Go and give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Oh, I'm getting kind of tired too, not gonna lie, but I'm getting there and almost done with this. How exciting. So the glow isn't gonna look like that by the end of it, but you kind of layer it up and it's gonna start to look really good. So James Tactic says bye. LED says I have strong opinions about music. Gail Valencia said already subscribed. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. James Tactics wants to know, when am I going live again? I don't think I'm gonna go live tomorrow night. To be honest, I need to chill out a little bit. So maybe Monday. So I'm gonna take a break tomorrow night though. I got stuff to work to catch up on. So I also got to pick up my wife from the airport. She flies back in from Missouri tomorrow. So she was going with some friends this weekend. So Monday, I'll probably go live. So I'll see everybody Monday if you want to stop by again. LED says, why is the monster in my eyes? Oh my gosh. All right, James Tactics. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. You're the best. You take care. Thank you so much. Cool. All right, my friends. I think I'm about to end it right here because I'm pretty tired. So, LED, you're drinking Monster at night. That's not good for you, darling. It's not good for you. She's so silly. All right, everybody. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be signing off. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna continue painting this and everything, but yeah, you're very welcome, Forever Lurk. Thank you for stopping by, sir. I really appreciate it. It's nice to know you. You're a good guy. Really cool, fellow Texan too. I got Texas on my arm. I was born in Austin, Texas, so I know you're not originally from Texas, but um, awesome. Thank you, LED. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, everybody, for stopping by and for talking with me and keeping me company. I hope it kept you company. Ellie said I'll be sleeping outside. I know you will be. All right, LED. Don't just make sure you clear all the needles out of the way. Don't sleep on any needles, crazy. Unless if you like it, you just like the pain. All right, everybody. It's very, very good talking with you. I appreciate your company. And I pray that you all have a good night. Get some good sleep. Wake up tomorrow and have a great day. So, other than that, this is Travis with Travis Talks. I'll be seeing you next time, probably Monday night. So, that's all I got. Everybody, bye bye.